Everybody, welcome back to another stream. It's been a little while. I took 3 days off from streaming. I had a lot of things going on. I just wanted to kind of relax this weekend. I've been grinding out these streams, you know. I've been pretty consistent with it. But we're back, okay? We are back for more Kingdom Hearts 2. I did want to react live to the Weekend album, and if you guys are still interested in that, then I'll do that this weekend, because I still haven't heard it. Excuse me, I just sneezed. Hell, maybe because the radio will be this weekend. No, is it? Yes, the next radio will be this weekend. So maybe we'll just listen to the album for the radio. So we'll see. Anyways, I do have my friend here, Nexajed. Let's bring him in. Yo, what is up, Nexajed?
Yo, what's going on?
What's up? How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, epic. You're just in time to see where we're at the game, because we're at one of our favorite parts, the gummy ship missions.
Oh, true.
Using my ultimate gummy ship, of course.
The best gummy ship, bro. The optimal gummy ship. The O is for optimal.
Yes, exactly. So true.
The optimal comes from the Latin word optimus, which means best.
Yes, dude. Trenton is getting R-worded right now. Thoughts? You mean Traden? How is he getting R-worded? Also, what's up, Wingsky?
It says your thing is minimized.
Does it? Hold on. How does it look now?
Still, wait, let me stop watching the stream.
Oh god.
Oh, there we go. Oh, it's loading.
It's loading? No. This is the same thing as last time.
Oh no. No!
Don't know why I stole his Y. Hold on. Let me.
We're cooked.
This is so annoying, bro. I hate when this happens. Well, let me try and leave and return.
Yeah.
Why is Tyrone getting owned? How is Tyrone getting owned? Oh, that's weird. It doesn't even show. Hold on, let me try and leave the call real quick.
Alright.
I hate when this happens. I don't understand what makes this happen. Alright, let's try it now. No, I don't think it's gonna load. What the fuck? No, because it's saying it's on my end. I can see. Okay, let me see. Your stream currently has reduced video or audio quality. This may include network conditions, but it shouldn't. That's the issue. It shouldn't have any issues like that. No, I don't. I think I restarted my computer or something. Yeah, see? It's like, it's specifically the OBS window that doesn't work. Discord not capturing OBS. It says I gotta like, okay. All right, chat, hold on 1 second. We're gonna stop the stream. All right, so give me like 5 seconds. All right, let me know if you see this now. Okay, perfect. All right, we are back. We're back. There's so much to this saga. Yeah, I've been seeing you guys going back and forth. I don't know what's even causing it, but you know, I'm rooting for whoever's in the right. Okay, let's put it that way. Yeah, whoever's correct is who I'm rooting for, okay? You say that like that's a bad thing. You want me to root for people who are in the wrong? I don't believe in anything, okay? That's my problem. You know, after the life I've lived, there's nothing left to believe in. Except Kingdom Hearts. Fill me with the power of darkness! Bro, that's like Tyrone. Ah. Ultimate Arcase? Alright, I'll check it in a second, Teddy. You're a nihilist, bro? No, I believe in everything. How could I be a nihilist? By the way, chat, is the game audio too loud? Because I can lower it if I need to. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? Okay, so. Alright, go to site. Okay, so. No, it's not. Okay, so Teddy added me, Mike's Biker Radio. I'm representing Traden in the lawsuit. Okay, so I don't know what that lawsuit is. Okay, so then Traden said, this guy is a fraud. @Tan is my new lawyer who'll be representing me. Then Tanancid said, dude, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're going to fucking jail for R-wording that girl and the police have a warrant out. Then Teddy says, wow, Traden, is this true? Are you out here R-wording left and right? Then Traden says, I don't know what he is yapping about. I'm innocent. And then Teddy says, is what a R-word would say. And Traden says, this is why I need a lawyer. What? It's... And then Teddy says, why? So you can R-word him. And then there was a post that was deleted. True. A man's life hangs in the balance. These are some pretty massive accusations, I gotta admit. Ah, it's so over. Pretty massive. It's a mass amount of Viv. Alright, so last time we left off, we defeated Zaldin. Now we're back in Port Royale. Yes. There we go. No, we haven't done the second visit to the Colosseum yet. No. We'll get there soon. That's coming from the port. I can't hear the black man. You can't hear... Wait, you can't hear Nexojet? Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on. No. I got it. Properties. Where are you? There we go. Okay, now speak.
Hello.
Yep, there you are. Okay, let's check it out.
Why don't we not check it out?
Damn, so true. Oh god, so I did 100% this in my free time on a different file. So now I'm so used to having all the movement and then now I'm like, I'm totally owned right now, you know?
Totally raped.
Exactly. I'm screenshotting the R Twitter saga and making it Teddy Cannon. By the way, I'm only saying R word for the first half of this, for the first 30 minutes of the stream.
Zola, bro.
Donald and Goofy.
Bro, we've been reading the Viz manga translation of Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah.
Wait, I never done the extra gummy ship missions. I just did the one I needed to do, and then I was done with it.
I'm just doing the bare minimum so we can do the gummy ship final boss, because that's really cool.
All of them sold the Dreadnought.
Yes. But there's an extra boss at the Dreadnought.
Oh, okay.
We're doing all the secret bosses, okay?
Let's go.
Those pirates were cursed. Alright, you're up next. I thought we'd seen the last of the curse of the Aztec gold. What gives?
Some scallywag must have gotten greedy. Oh, I see. You don't trust me, do you?
Oh, yeah.
Likely a wise choice. I am a pirate, mates.
Jack! Sora! Elizabeth!
Jack, Sora. Some sticky business afoot, I fear.
Wait, Jack, I need your help. Cursed
Wait,
pirates have
Jack, I
returned.
need your help.
Jack, hurry up, I need your help.
The cursed pirates have returned. We'll have to find our wives to Winter Isle and the Demuerta to check on the Aztec treasure. I fear something's happened. You have to take me to him.
Aye, there it is.
I'm screenshotting the rape Twitter saga and making it Teddy Cannon. Damn.
If you want to rescued, best do it alone, lass.
Alone? Really, Jack? Sail to the island and take on the cursed pirates?
Well, if any lass could.
Are you sure he's in trouble?
No, not certain. But he's been gone for too long. I wanted to go with him, but he insisted I stay here because I'm a woman.
Yeah, they really
I
like
just sit and
they
wait.
take away so much of her agency that she has in the movie.
I've got to know if he's all right.
Lucky man.
Please, Jack, take me to him. Chocolate.
Chocolate.
This always ain't chocolate.
Hold a moment. I see no profit in it for me.
I shall reward you, of course. You do owe well. You saved your life before. I'll give you a bar of chocolate.
Right, shall we?
Moment. Okay. Oh, by the way, if you guys missed it, I uploaded the interview with Stefan Corbino. It's up on the channel, edited by none other than Exeged. Tomorrow we'll be uploading the Willie Mack interview, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday will be the re-uploads for the week.
Hopefully I can learn to render videos properly. I kept re-rendering stuff. And I was like 2 gigabytes. I'm like, bro, it should not be. The video should not be that big. I
Yeah.
think I just had the bitrate way too high, but then it's like if I had the bitrate too low, then the quality is like really
We've got
awful.
to rescue
Yeah.
him.
So I gotta try to find a middle ground or just
Will, wake up.
experiment with rendering.
Yeah. No, yeah, I totally get you.
Elizabeth,
Elizabeth.
What happened?
Cocaine.
the medallions.
Everywhere.
And the stone chest. Someone's taken them. Next thing I knew, we were attacked. But I
Who's
couldn't
we?
see
It was
who
just
it
you,
was. His face was
Yeah.
shrouded.
I guess
In a
everyone
black
else in the
hood.
crew died.
The organization.
How convenient.
We found a
Yeah.
way out of the cave. But the villains sent a horde of terrible creatures after us. I've never seen their
The
likes
question
before.
is, if they do remake it, are they
I
gonna
think
revoice
I'm the
any
only
of the
one who made it back to the
characters?
ship.
Because for Sora, you would have to just recast him, unless you're gonna have him
I feel
with the deep
rather
voice at his youngest.
Yeah.
Which I guess technically they do for the Dream Drop Distance model, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You are Jewish?
Our
Pretty
turn,
sure I'm
guys.
not.
You'd best go prepared. We've no idea what's out there.
Pardon me, lads and lass, but your captain will have no monsters today. Thank you. We're turning for home.
Oh.
Just like that?
Just like that.
You are Jewish? Okay, good one, buddy. I forgot to check what abilities I have on. It'll be fine.
Don't remember inviting you.
I thought they have the
Okay,
animation
is.
of him showing up after he
So it was
talks.
the organization. We'll handle
I
this.
feel like that's just edited in the wrong order.
Probably.
The darkness of men's hearts, drawn to these cursed medallions.
Unless he was talking to the chest.
A veritable maelstrom of avarice.
Maybe.
I wonder, are they worthy to serve Organization 13?
Perhaps.
And you want an answer now?
Precisely.
I love Luxord. I'm gonna call him Luxord. I don't care
Yeah.
if it's supposed to be Luxord.
Luke should.
Yeah. The dumb name.
It should be Luxord because it should be Luxord.
Yeah, because he's a gambler. Oh, I don't have finishing leap on. No, I do. I just didn't go.
I think I did.
didn't-
I thought you had a. I swear you equipped it.
Yeah,
I think you have to press X to use it. I think.
No, square.
X. Think of Xbox. Yeah, square, not X. Think of Xbox. It's so funny. It's so funny how they released 'cause they released the collections on Xbox, I think. But they still have the triangle for the reaction commands, but obviously they only need to press Y, so it just looks really weird. It looks really cursed.
Yeah. This is it.
Like, I think I saw footage of playing Kingdom Members on Xbox, and it was just, I was like, what is this? It looks like modded. It looks like it's modded or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Free. Free. Yeah.
No, this boss fight is pretty easy, all things considered. He doesn't really do anything. Oh. Alright, we got him. Let's go! First try. Sephiroth, by the way, he's gonna be on my first try. I'm gonna call it now.
Sure.
Calling my shot. Lingering
That
Will.
is the Grim Reaper. That's the Grim Reaper Heartless.
Lingering Will. Within
Not over
20
yet.
tries, calling it now.
Sure.
Throw him overboard.
Aye, aye.
Harley!
Excuse me?
Barley?
It's a bit of the pirate's code. Anyone who invokes parley must not be harmed till negotiations are complete.
This is no time for rules.
True. But as we're honorable pirates, we should always stick to the code.
Oh.
All right, you. Out with it.
I surrender the chest with my humblest apologies.
Rather accommodating of you, mate. And for that you want...
Just a few souvenirs. For the memories.
Huh?
Oh, just like, oh.
Oh no! We can't stop the curse unless we got all the medallions!
Our friend's about to learn what it means to cross a
That's an
pirate.
anime thing where he's really explaining.
Yeah.
Sora,
Oh, shit.
Donald,
Yeah, that
Oh,
is
shit.
he's yours.
that is number 10, Luxord, the Gambler Fate.
Yes. His main element is time,
Yeah.
which I guess it's not really an element, but it's what he has control over.
Yeah. I guess it would be, if we think of Final Fantasy, it would be stop, but he doesn't really use stop magic.
No, interestingly enough. Like, you would think having control over time would mean that would be the one spell he knows, but I guess. Oh wait, Mike, you gotta read this one though. I read your last one. You're
But
acting
his
as though I
Heartless,
didn't.
he controls the Gambler Heartless, and they're pretty You can get lots of money off them, but also get the nobody god for Goofy if you play that game.
You
Yes.
stole a medallion again?
Also, I hate his data fight. His data
Were I
fight
only
just
that
sucks.
fortunate?
No, his Zeta fight is so
I
easy.
always pause buffer. I pause buffer that one because
Oh no, yeah, I do that too.
Perhaps I got a touch of something from that monster what attacked us. Yet, why is the skin resting right on you three?
Cause we're not greedy.
okay, don't. Good one, don't.
What do you get to that?
That still doesn't solve the mystery.
Gorge, maybe the reason we're all okay is because we're not from this world.
There must
Would have been so cool to see them curse slow.
I would love that. That'd be. So,
Imagine
always
Sora
just
still has
passing
Sora still has
through.
the spiky hair like Brook from One Piece.
Yeah.
Still has,
Wonder when we'll see
somehow
home
still has his
again.
hair.
Sora.
Just kidding you. Lucky we didn't get cursed, huh?
Quit yammering, mates.
Jack's
We've
like,
got to
"Screw
find
you."
ourselves a ship that'll float.
Yeah. There.
all right, now I got Peter Pan.
Let's go.
All right, so we gotta.
The Peter Pan pretty cool.
Update.
They're basically a combination of Peter Pan like in Kingdom Hearts 1 plus on the benefits of Tinkerbell.
Yes, pretty much. He's also good for stun locking enemies.
Yeah, he is.
It
Yeah.
works on a lot of bosses, but we're only gonna use it for a few bosses. Because you know I'm an expert at this game, so you know, I don't really need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Mike's over the game. He's gonna turn on no experience right now, so I'm play the rest of the game.
Well,
with
no,
no
I didn't say that. Let's not be too hasty.
Tasty. When I show her my Bonobo collection, then she starts taking off her clothes.
Yeah.
Let's not
Be
get-
too
I'm
hasty.
Italian.
I never collected those on figures like the buildable Lego figures. I was never really interested.
Thunder!
I really wanted to collect the
Oh wait,
No, Nerdy John.
yo, what's up, Nerdy John?
Whoa. I really wanted to get the Lego Dimensions like when it came out, but
Oh, dude, Lego. If the Toys to Life thing, if I was gonna get into that, it was gonna be through Lego Dimensions, but I never
I
ended up buying
Skylanders.
anything.
All right, let's see.
I
Let's
still-
see
I
what
still-
Teddy
I still have my
posted.
Skylanders. Oh no.
You see, that was a weird thing. Like I was like in the Rage demographic for Skylanders, but I never bothered
Three
like
more to
asking
go.
for it.
How do
And
you
to be
know?
honest, I don't think my parents would have had the
Alright,
money
let's
to
have
buy
a
all the
eye.
figurines.
I
See,
think
won't
I
be
played it one
sailing
time. My
free
friend
for
tells us
very
like I love
long.
Skylanders now.
Savvy?
And then for my 11th birthday, my parents got the third game, the latest game of the time on Swap Force.
Ahoy, mateys!
I had no idea it was a Spyro spinoff
Ridiculous
till like
imitation,
years later.
yet
Yeah, I didn't. I think I first knew of Spyro from Skylanders. Then I saw the Legend of Spyro games at a GameStop one time.
Okay, this thread is
You're
too
like,
long.
oh my
I'll-
god, that's the guy from Skylanders.
Remind me after
Yeah,
I
was like,
finish.
no, I was literally like, this is a dude from Skylanders. He has his own games.
All right, this thread is too long. Remind me after I finish the boss of this world, Teddy, and then I will read it after that. Your thread is way too long.
But the medallion, yeah. So basically now we have, because the gamblers have had the medallions, we need to grab the rest of them
Yes.
so we can break the curse.
Jack, what happened? This is horrible.
What happened? Yeah.
But who's to blame for it, eh?
Well, it's you can do that.
Well, it certainly isn't Elizabeth.
It's Organization 13. They're the ones behind it all. Wonder where they went.
The hooded man took his pirates and his creatures with him in some strange hole. We saw them leave from inside the captain's stateroom. Didn't occur to you to fight them, mate? I'm no fool. I knew I was no match for them.
Bro.
That I believe.
Damn.
Sora, I think we need your help.
Got it.
First, let's find all the medallions. Otherwise, the curse can't be broken. And the creatures will remain invincible.
So what's up, Nerdy John?
You know, sad that we're never gonna get a Kingdom Hearts 4.
No, what are you talking about? It's already
We
announced.
get Kingdom Hearts 4, and the first one's gonna be Hannah Montana, alright?
Okay. It's
Oh,
already.
yeah, it's gonna be the music mini game. Sora has to sing the best of both worlds.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so
No, I'm against it. That's not what I meant to do.
Also, what I would actually like. I'm like a new world.
A Star Wars world.
I'm gonna say Star Wars: The Force of Evil, because I actually did like that show.
That would be fun.
I liked most of that show. Yeah.
I've seen bits of it.
They don't
I've
really
not
do
seen the whole
worlds
thing.
based off the their TV
Yeah,
show.
they
It
don't.
has
They
to be
don't do
based off the
TV
movie.
shows. Yeah, that's the problem. I think a Dog Tales world would be pretty cool.
Dude, a Phineas and Ferb world.
Phineas and Ferb would be so cool.
Perry the Platypus as your party member.
Yeah.
I feel like
Phineas
that would
Ferb and
only.
Perry the Platypus.
Like, I don't usually like to agree with far right radicals like Nerdy John, but he's right. It's not happening. It is not true. Okay.
Nothing ever happened.
Dude, I'm dating a Jew. How am I far right?
That's exact. I mean, have you seen Ben Shapiro?
He's not.
Yeah, he's married
far
to a Jewish woman. He's married to a Jewish woman.
No, not just a Jewish woman. An Israel Jewish woman.
You ever heard of a
Israeli Jewish
Jew
woman,
named Hitler? Now you look like a fool.
Oh yeah, his name is Magneto.
Dude, someone made a post the other day. Like, G.I. Robot and Magneto would not could get along.
Oh
I
boy.
mean, they would. They would.
They
But it's
would.
It's just like Magneto. That's why I don't get.
Have you seen-
Every time when people glaze Magneto like as a character, be like he's so base. Like he's literally Hitler. He's a like that's all that he's a Holocaust survivor, but somehow became and he let his hatred consume him and just became the new version of Hitler.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh, ready done ran.
He ran away. He couldn't
know
handle all the
that.
Jew talk. Have you seen Hassan? The right are the people who like Jews now? Oh yeah, true.
Oh yeah, sure. That's very true. Hassan's always right. Okay? That's the only thing I've learned.
Back off.
Oh, you can't play the game with these ones, can you?
What'd you say?
You can't play the games with those gamblers, can you?
You can.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you have to block their attacks to like trigger them. Yeah, those like I said before, with those pirates, you can use them to level up wisdom form if you get them out of the moonlight and keep hitting them. I like that. Okay. Let's go.
All right, before I fight the
I
Grim
don't like using
Reaper,
Trinity
I
with
need.
just Sora.
Got 'em all.
Huh?
I never like using Trinity with just Sora.
I prefer using
Find
Trinity
the
with
hooded
just
man.
Using. It's super
We'll find
helpful
it.
for certain fights.
I just like using all of them together.
Why's that?
That's because you can't handle being
Organization
alone.
13 is after people's hearts, so they're
Sure.
gonna go wherever there's lots of people.
Do you
They'll hurt
think
the
you're
townsfolk?
better
No,
off
they're bringing them
alone?
flowers, mate. I don't know who these
I do like
organizers
being-
are,
I do like
but
being
I
alone,
will
but it's
say
not all
they're
the time.
making we pirates look like
I can't stand being
proper
alone.
gents.
Makes me go crazy.
Well, Jack,
It gives
Crazy?
me.
I was crazy.
Then-
I was crazy
Okay,
once.
all right.
we have
No.
to help.
Before we fight the Grim Reaper, I do need to get more ethers.
Then let go
Really?
and hold her
Yeah.
up free.
And you should equip the follow the wind, unless you have something else in mind.
No. My strategies, they're active. Okay. How many? I only have one ether, so I need another. All right, where's the closest? I think it's in the Queen's room. Or the library, I guess. Get, oh my god, the fucking broom.
Oh, I just realized the Moogles, they sell you things. I mean, they have big noses.
Yeah, what are you trying to say?
Hey, I think Square Enix was trying to tell us something.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah. Spoilers, the Kim plot twist, the Moogles, they run everything.
Oh, okay, alright.
the Moogles run everything, bro.
Okay, so now we're off to Port Royal. You know what else is massive noses? You know what else is massive?
Sure. They do have pretty massive noses.
Now to break that curse.
And do you know what else is massive?
But yeah, so far I've seen because we were talking about this before the stream started, that I've seen I've seen the
Jack must have been cursed by that monster.
I've seen the Ethan video like a million times through other people's reactions. So I've seen Nick react to it. I saw Tommy react to it. Augie. I was just watching Papa Gut react to it. I might watch Destiny's reaction just to see if Destiny like does Ethan the smallest favor of just being like, me and Ethan have no association with each other. Because he should do that if he's he reacted to it. But if you're gonna react to it, at least help Ethan by pointing out that you guys are not like actually connected.
I don't think it matters because at the end of the day, as long as the people who actually do believe that, like believe, oh, it's just Destiny. It's just like Destiny, and like he's getting all this stuff from Destiny.
I didn't set up my shortcut correctly. God damn it.
Yeah, sorry. Those people, they're still like, even if you tell them that, like they're still gonna believe they're still gonna believe that like Ethan's evil.
All right, wow. The fucking Anne Frank bit was one of the funniest things Ethan's done. That one was good. Honestly, my favorite is the KFC part where he's like, "Yo, dude, they got a KFC. Fuck." That shit killed me,
bro. It was so funny, like, cause I remember I was watching when I was editing your interview. I remember Willie saying that, oh yeah, the thing with the Ethan Klein thing was fun, like what was funny, the content Nukem Keemstar was funny, and it's like, yeah, it probably was, but it's just like, I feel it was overshadowed by the fact that there was just so much misinformation from it. Here, it's funny, but it's also like, he's just right. Like there's the only criticisms I have for him really. The only criticism I have for him is that he went after Twitch sponsors, which I don't think is good. Because let's say if it were as effective as the content, you could end up ruining things for everyone.
Yeah, dude, there were a lot of funny moments in that video. Hassan Akeem. Wait, what?
Oh, Hassan.
I don't know if he meant to put another comment that would have no, yeah, I think well, I've seen enough to know certain things now. So one thing that is criticizable is that guy that was like friends with that like was like calling Ethan ugly and saying his wife was a terrorist. Apparently that guy was not, he was like an actual troll. Like he wasn't a Hassan fan actually.
But it was still pretty funny seeing Denims. Like,
yeah, Denims. The Sanduke, not the Keem one. That's what I meant. Oh yeah. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. I'm literally causing I'm costing myself the fucking fight.
You're getting cooked. But yeah, but it's still pretty funny, like seeing Venom. Then it's like, oh, you guys are Hassan fan, but then like seeing like Ethan's evidence for like him being friendly with Hassan or whatever. But yeah, if the guy's a troll, then the guy's a troll.
Yeah, then, apparently that's the case. And also, I think it is good to point out that he was wrong. Like the people got released 8 days ago, or at the time they were released 8 days ago. But again, that's like something that if annotation still existed, Ethan could have put that on.
Also, I don't think it changes that much.
It doesn't change the main point of the
point of the whole the kid of the Monkey D. Hootie.
Like I was watching. Look, I love Tommy, but I was watching his reaction to it, and I thought he was getting very like nitpicky at parts that felt like really unnecessary.
Yeah. And I get it. He doesn't want to be seen as like glazing Ethan. And
obviously he's had a long time dislike of Ethan. But I think like he was pointing out as a critique that like how Ethan kept switching his pronunciation of the Uyghurs, or however you say it. And it's like, I mean, Tommy acknowledged that he was nitpicking, but still, it's like, come on, dude. Like, that's not it's not an important thing to point out, I would say.
I guess it's a testament to how good the video was, because as critical as he is, as Tommy is of Ethan, he's pretty fit. He's not ridiculous like the other Hassan and his audience is, where it's like non-criticisms, and still that's all we have to really say. If Bessie had just nitpicking them, the show the video was pretty solid. No, he's in the shackles.
Come on, do your thing. There we go. Ready for this cool ass trick here. That was smooth.
That's probably one of my favorite reaction commands. Just
yeah, it's super sick. Anyways, yeah, I don't agree with the sponsors part, but I guess it makes a bit more sense than going after sponsors in the Hassan video than Keem. It does. I agree with Nick's take. I agree with Nick's take, but I think where compared to the Keem video, it makes more sense to go after sponsors for Twitch, because with the YouTube situation, it wasn't a company issue. It was specific videos issues, right? Where reporting those videos to YouTube would have solved the matter. Like the ISIS beheading videos.
Whereas with the Hassan stuff, this is like...
Exactly. Like, if you reported... If you went back in time to the first Adpocalypse, and instead of reporting to the ads, you just reported the beheading videos, YouTube would have taken care of them eventually. No matter how much you complain about Hassan, no matter what Hassan does, literally having a terrorist, or... Like, I agree with this other point. I forgot who I heard it from, but it doesn't even necessarily matter if that kid was a terrorist. What matters is that Hassan believed this person to be a terrorist. And even if he didn't interview a terrorist, he has been putting up so much terrorist propaganda on his shit. And so the fact that that's never getting punished, it is not just a, just report it issue. Like, if I was doing things against TOS, you could report me, right? Imagine if I was literally like showing porn and a bunch of terrible and some actual shit, like I was just showing beheading videos up here. Or I was showing, imagine if I was showing like Israeli propaganda over here and YouTube didn't ban me. Like come on. It's like, it's obviously if I was showing things of like the same shit that Hassan was showing here, I would get banned.
Getting nuked off the site. But it's because, but again, Twitch, they actively love Hassan and they actively are biased towards him. So
yeah,
they're not gonna do anything.
Like,
so it does make more. It does make slightly
I still
more sense
think it is.
You're
You're better off going to Amazon versus Twitch versus the sponsors. I still think that's a better choice. But I am more ambivalent to the sponsor attacks for Twitch, because also the other thing is that YouTube is a very specific type of website where you can make videos and stream, and a lot of people at the time that Adpocalypse happened only made videos. If an Adpocalypse happens on Twitch, people can, I mean, it's a pain in the ass, sure, but I mean, first world problems. You can just stream over on YouTube, you can stream on Kick, you can stream on Rumble. There's many options, and none of those places have terrorist propaganda. And like, so that's why I think, although I don't think the ideal response is to go after sponsors, I cannot begrudge Ethan for going after sponsors for this video compared to the Keemstar one. And also, I blame Teddy.
True, but yeah, they shouldn't. And like I think Nick said, but they need to be just. They need to be like 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 police reform. Like I believe like police reform. Like I think there are definitely some people in the police force who need to be straight up fired or whatever. But with like Twitch, I think the whole staff needs to be just rehired. Everyone needs to be rehired from the top down because they're just way too corrupt over there. Like they were doing nothing about they're doing absolutely nothing about all the Twitch women like doing nude, basically like doing like their nude streams, like all that stuff. Like they were very like partial towards.
Okay, I gotta
someone like Julian got promoted for just saying, and he got unbanned like a few years later, but still he was banned. He got an indefinite ban for a few years because he said he had his chat spam L+ ratio in Pokemon chat. There's very clearly, just outside of the whole song stuff, there's very clearly corruption within the Twitch. Very clear corruption within the Twitch on moderation. Within Twitch, like how they moderate their site overall.
Alright, we got this now.
And at this point, the only solution is to just fully just wipe this like clean. Just hire an entire new body of staff.
No, yeah, there needs to be a total restructuring of that company. It is totally corrupted. It is totally fucked. And you know what? I'm kind of on Ethan's side where it's hard to believe that it's a coincidence that the person they hired for like inclusivity or whatever the fuck that position was, it's hard to believe that that's an accident. How is that an accident that the person you hire for inclusivity previously got fired for being biased towards a specific people? It's just, and yeah, I don't believe, like, even if Twitch itself is not anti-Semitic, I'm willing to go out on a limb and say, I think Dan Clancy is probably anti-Semitic.
Yeah, I mean, if he likes Hassan, if he likes Hassan, probably.
They sing happy birthday to Hassan. They love him. Yeah, bro.
He's part of an organization that's collecting hearts.
Imagine,
First,
like,
they release
bro,
hearts
not even
into
the
different
commentary.
worlds.
Like, I mean, people wish happy birthday to each other. Could you imagine if, like, it was Augie's birthday and Nick and a bunch of people made, like, a video being like, yo, happy birthday, like, singing him happy birthday? Like, that would be so cringe. That'd be crazy. And that's on such a smaller level compared to an entire fucking company.
But not a one like this.
Is there any way we can help?
Hi, everybody. Lol. Saw the nuke, huh? Yes, it was great.
At all.
There's some criticisms for it, for sure, and I know Ethan did a Fallout stream. I guess he decided to do a stream rather than a video, which I think is fair. He did a Fallout stream. I don't know what he said there, but maybe he clarified some points. Maybe he admitted, oh, I got some things wrong. You know, if he did all that, that's good. I think it's totally fair that Ethan wants Ethan wants Hassan to watch his video before they debate. I don't think he wants to get like in the same position Willie was, even though considering the position Willie was in, Willie destroyed Hassan. So
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I still do blame Hassan for that because Hassan was just unwilling to actually watch Willie's videos. Understand
no, yeah, he was literally doing the debate.
At the same time, but at the same time, expected Willie to just be able to have all the information from all of his videos. Up to that time, like
I will say, I'm gonna say this: if anyone is making any videos on Hassan, and you actually like, you're open to debating him, that's because there's a lot of video makers that don't really like debating because their strengths go in with editing and you know, structuring an argument. They're not good at on the spot arguing. Obviously, Willie Mack can argue on the spot, but he does need references for specific things he talks about. So if you don't want to get put in that same position, I recommend anyone that makes videos on Hassan or the type of person that Hassan is, have a notes like ready on your computer. Have notes ready on your computer, so you can be ready for that shit. Rip Music Biz. Oh yeah, Music Biz Marty apparently passed away. That's actually crazy.
Done.
The KFC bit annihilated me. Oh yeah, the KFC bit is. I think that's the part I laughed. Like every time I've rewatched it through other reactions, that part makes me laugh every time. I love the dude KFC in Yemen. And then he did as someone that watched Ethan back when he was doing those old ass reaction videos, which I'm sure is a lot of you guys too. It was actually kind of nostalgic to see him at the computer, and then he did the coughing bit, which I believe the original origin of the coughing bit was because he actually did have a terrible cough because of like the mold or the mildew or something that was like in the apartment they were living in. So apparently the cough, the OG cough, was actually because they had they were actually sick from their own house.
Oh, wow.
Which, you know.
Hey
Damn.
everybody, I'm picking up a strange reading.
That's brilliant.
Cyrex content will never be the same. No, it won't be. I love the Frogan line when he went, it's up and down, when he was talking about her rising. Oh yeah, you can't be a rising star twice. I love the Mario Kart bit. There's so many highlights to that video. It's so good. I wish I would have reacted to it live, but I was working at the time. Like if you would have dropped it at night, I totally would have. I don't even care if Nick was streaming it. I would have streamed it myself. But, you know, I've seen it like 20 times, and everyone that has seen it has said what they, you know, like, I can't think of any new takes that I would have that would be worth reacting to it, you know, so, I mean, but all of you have already seen it, I assume. By the way, we have 6 people here. Make sure you guys like the stream.
Are you sure? Let me see. Look, it's all cloudy and kind of fuzzy. Probably just a glitch. I don't know.
Oh, time to go back to Atlantica.
Let's go.
No.
Oh, yeah, we got Magnera.
Yeah. Damn it. I don't want to go back.
I think it's probably the best original song, best out of the 3 original songs.
Oh yeah, it's the Ursula one. It generally felt like an old school HU video, just longer and more detail, obviously. It felt like what the Keemstar nuke should have been, right? Like, it wasn't just preachy, it was actually very funny. Like, I can't remember the last time that he made a video that was like that, because the Keemstar one was, you could tell how angry he was in this, but he was still funny. And the same thing happened with the Keemstar and
didn't let that anger cloud his judgment.
Yeah, and his Mutahar response as well. His Mutahar response was great because he was on point, but he just came off as so, like, bitter and angry, which, I mean, he had a right to be, you know. Mutahar got a lot of shit wrong, but still, it's like how you present yourself matters so much to how a video comes off. That's why I'm always angry when I stream. Filled with constant rage. I also liked the Jewish music that he played.
Oh yeah,
that was great. Bro, when Nick said that it sounded like Evangelion, I like 100%, like when he was like referencing the PewDiePie meme review thing that he used to do, I totally got that. I was like, oh shit, actually.
Rank E, bro.
It is, I think it's in the same exact key. If not, it's the same exact chord progression. My first reference for Hassan was when EFAP covered his terrible reaction takes. Hated him ever since. Oh shit, Wackus Bonkus, you watch EFAP? Hell yeah, let's go. Bro, I can't tell you how happy...
They did the, what was it, who's that walkout? I forgot.
Movie Bob?
Nick was, yeah, Movie Bob, that's it. They watched it.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That was good.
Again, I need to watch the VOD for that.
It was good. I mean, I've been watching EFAP for years now. Not as long as I've been watching commentary, but I've been watching EFAP since, like, I think, like, maybe 2020, 2021. I don't know exactly the year, but I've been watching EFAP for a while. Maybe, like...
EFAP is fun.
I love EFAP. It's great. And I love to, anyways,
Yeah?
No, it's not true.
I like to, no, I actually need to go back and watch, see what they've said about some stuff I've watched. Honestly, if they talked about anything about me.
No, sometimes, I will admit, sometimes I don't watch their coverage of something if I really like it, because I'm like, oh fuck, they're probably gonna not like it.
Because they'll tear just shreds.
Like, and you know, not that I would change my mind either, because I think they ended up getting, no, yeah, because they look at things very objectively. I mean, they're not always right. I remember watching their Batman coverage, and I think Mahler gave Batman like a 5 out of 10, and I like totally disagreed with a lot of their takes. But you know, they don't come from like a malicious place when they're reviewing shit. They're just looking at it as objectively as possible. But seeing Nick,
People like
seeing Nick and EFAP start to collab is like two worlds that I never thought I'd see colliding. I love it. I think it's great.
People was like, I think there's one video of this girl of like this. You should just go. She made a video saying I don't like Joker, and then they did a whole EFAP about it. And people were like, oh, they took 7 hours to talk about like a 30-minute video or whatever. It's like, yeah.
Oh yeah, the Jenny Nichols thing.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, they have a lot to say about the things that they criticize.
But it's not just that. It's not just that. It's like a shit ton of those hours are spent like they read every super chat at the end of their streams. There's like a good hour or two of them reading super chats. That sometimes they have so many super chats, they actually do super chat catch-up streams where the stream is just them reading super chats that they need to catch up on, and those are like 2 to 3 hours long. Like, which I think is really cool that they do that. You know, they don't put like a threshold. Oh, well, now we get so many donos, you need to donate 5 or more for us to read it. I think that's great. Tommy said this about that. The Keemstar nuke felt like I want to ruin him. The Hassan felt like I want to expose him. Yeah, something like that. He got overconfident with his Mudahar video. It's not just that he was overconfident because he knew he was in the right, but it was like how he went about it. Because you can be overconfident and it comes off great. Like, Ethan sounded very confident in this video, but it was like, he didn't let that affect the tone that he was going for. And when he needed to get serious, he kept things serious. You know, there was a good distinction. My last thing on the Hassan Kantanuke, someone needs to show it to iDubbbz to show him you can change and still be funny and even edgy at times. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, this is the ultimate test for iDubbbz. Is iDubbbz gonna side with Ethan, or is he gonna side with Hassan? Because now he's at a crossroads. Is he gonna stick by his friend that he's been friends with for years and years, or is he gonna stick by Hassan because politically? I'm hoping. Yeah. I really hope not, but we'll see. I saw Nick, or is he just not gonna address it? Which that is also fair. If he really feels like he's friends with Hassan and Ethan, not addressing it, that's totally fair.
It's only because of the boogie streams. Damn.
Oh, that's so cool. I love those boogie streams. Those are great. So Wackus Bonkus is an he's an EFAPper.
Speaking of EFAPper,
I remember the one time I interacted with the Discord from EFAP was because I was trying to post because they have like a channel in the EFAP thing where you can post like your stuff and people will review it. So I posted like my band stuff there to see like what people would say. I don't remember what anyone said though. You gonna take the no fuckers out? No fuckers is like, he's Russian. Who cares what he thinks? All right, let's be very frank, okay?
But yeah, what was it? What's his name? He was with Babyface. He was arguing with Cosmonaut Marcus on Twitter about like stuff about like Falcon being Captain America. Like they're arguing about that.
Yeah.
And both were kind of being retarded in my opinion, but I don't know, I've never liked. I don't know. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of like already existing superheroes taking up another hero's mantle. I like heroes staying.
Damn, I got kneeled on. Rip, Wingsky. If he sides with Hassan, that's the worst timeline. I would be like, Ian, you had 3 paths and you chose the worst one. Yeah, pretty much. The fuckers fucking sucks. I agree.
But the only example of a hero taking another hero's mantle that I actually liked is Wally West becoming Flash, because it's an evolution of Kid Flash, and it just makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't even know him.
Something like Falcon becoming Captain America, I always thought was. I don't like. I feel like it takes away from his own identity.
Well, I'm gonna prove
Not that Captain America can't be a mantle that can be passed on, but I'd rather be passed on to someone original.
I feel like if it's gonna get passed on, it should be passed on to Bucky before it gets passed on to Sam. I don't have a problem with Sam getting the mantle eventually. I don't have a problem with Sam becoming Captain America necessarily, but I do like him better as Falcon.
And it makes so much better because the whole thing, the Winter Soldier is associated with like Hydra and all that, whereas him becoming Captain America could be him like redeeming himself. And even then, like I felt like his arc in Winter Soldier in the show, I really liked his arc, the concept of him like still getting over that getting over his guilt and all this stuff like that.
That was the most
Even
promising
though
thing
he was-
about that show, and then they
Yeah,
just
even
abandoned
though-
it after the
even
first
though he
episode.
was- yeah, exactly. Even though he was in control, and that's as much as I understand why Tony was upset in Civil War, it's also like he wasn't in control. Like you gotta. If anyone, you should be going after Zemo because he's like the closest thing to someone responsible for that. Someone truly responsible, but.
The
whatever.
funniest timeline would be if Anissa sides with Hassan and Idas finally draws the line and goes, "No, not correct." Well,
Correct.
that would be
Lol.
funny.
Didn't he
There
even, like
you-
make her do OnlyFans for longer?
I don't
I
even
remember
know.
there was a clip. There was a strip of Anissa claiming that.
You're
You're
Ursula.
Ursula, the sea witch. Didn't my father banish you?
That's right, Angelfish. But how could I stay away when I knew you were so miserable? What you need is a woman's advice.
Can she give me her advice? No, I'm kidding.
Okay, buddy. What if I could make all your dreams come true?
My father would never allow it.
Oh well, it mustn't be love if you give up that easily.
Damn, gaslighting, bro.
Could you really help me? But how?
Well, the only way to get what you want is to become human yourself.
Human? Can you do that?
My dear sweet child, that's what I do. It's what I live for. I admit in the past I've been a nasty. They weren't kidding when they called me, well, a witch.
This is terrible. Flounder.
Oh, I already did the boss fight, Teddy. Post your thing, Teddy.
Oh, so on Bucky Bunks is it true? Sam should take it up because Bucky tries to take it and faces either intense backlash for being open about the Winter Soldier or his own insecurity about living up to what Steve became without him. I think it would have been great if Bucky actually learned to get over his guilt and fully embrace becoming Captain America.
Yeah.
That's just me.
Have we got a
Have we-
deal?
yeah.
I'll turn you into a human right now. All you have to do is sign a little contract.
A contract?
Alright, Teddy. You better appreciate me reading all of this for you, because this is a very long thread, sir. That's right, sweet cakes. And the price is just a token, a trifle. What I want from you is your voice.
My voice?
I almost forgot.
My voice.
The magic only lasts for 3 days. You've got to get dear old Prince to kiss you, or the sun sets on the 3rd day. If he doesn't, you turn back into a mermaid and belong to me. No audience!
Over me!
I suppose you might find my terms a little rough. After all, you are King Triton's daughter. Adored by all of Atlantica. Why, you're practically guaranteed a happy life. You sure you won't listen to your daddy? All it'll cost you is your true love. Come on, sweetie pie. This is your last chance. But far be it from little old me to twist your arm.
Listen to Ariel!
Why power?
Yo.
Well, now.
He said white powder, YouTube. He said powder.
Yeah,
He
of
didn't
course.
pronounce it D very loudly.
Yeah, it's because I'm Hispanic, alright?
Too bad.
He's talking about flour, alright.
He is quite a catch.
Wait.
You know who else is quite a catch?
You've got your looks, your pretty face,
All I have to do
and
is
don't
sign.
underestimate the power of body language. I love that. That's such a good fucking song. Why can't I play that song?
We have a deal.
Fuck, you could have even made a new. You could have made a new version of the song.
Wasn't that song taken out of the remake or something like
Wait.
What?
that? Poor Unfortunate Souls. Was it taken out of the remake or changed or something?
No, it was not taken out of the remake.
Okay. I remember the article saying they wanted to change it because they thought like that last verse about about how they don't like a lot of blabber.
Oh no, you're right here. They took out I think they took out the body language bit.
They took out some
Or did
part 'cause
they?
it was misogynistic. Or they
No,
said-
no, you're
they
right.
said
It's
also
like that.
misogynistic.
The men up there don't like a lot of blather. Yeah, they took out. I
Blather,
think they
and it's
took out
like-
that whole verse.
Because it's misogynistic. and it's
Wow,
like,
convenient.
that's-
Very convenient. She
Yeah.
has clothes.
Yeah, because she's naked in the original movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the people they're like, oh, we took out because misogynistic. And it's like, yeah, that's the point. She's gaslighting Ariel.
Yeah, exactly. And she's the villain. She's in the wrong. Like that's the point.
Exactly. It's like the whole.
But she is right. The men up here don't like a lot of blather, right? Women, keep your mouth shut. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I disavow.
Look, if you're boring, then I don't like a lot of blather. But if you know, if you're fun, then I
But,
love
like,
talking.
Yeah, like it's like the whole thing. Like media, these people, the same type of people preach media literacy, but then they'll cry when they see a villain do something bad in a film. It's like same people. People got mad on the Teen Titans Did You Just contract, and people get mad because they show like Deathstroke grooming Terror, and it's like, yeah, that's the point. He's a bad guy.
You can't speak?
Can't speak?
And they think, oh, they're glorifying, and it's like they're not glorifying like his abuse towards Terror. It's like you just see it that way. So.
What I don't get is, couldn't Sora turn into a human again? They turned into he turned into a merman through magic. Use the same magic and turn into a human.
I don't know. Maybe Sora can't control that magic. No, I mean he has drive abilities. He should be able to.
I be liking women that be talking good. So true, Teddy.
It would have been cool if he actually had combat and like his different drive forms. Like had different fish forms.
Or at least it affected. No, his drive form should have affected his lion form combat, and then he could have had different colored fur as well. It would have been so cool. Like imagine an anti-form lion Sora. How cool would that be?
Yeah.
That would be so great.
He just turns to a hyena.
Looks like it's going pretty well. Or shouldn't we tell King Triton about this?
Absolutely not. It will break his heart if he found out about this.
Then what do we do? I'm gonna read it in a bit, Teddy.
We're gonna stay right here and take care of Ariel. That's what we're gonna do.
I guess that's all we can do. Alright, before we continue, let's read this. Alright, so let's start from the top. Oh my god. Okay, so from the top. Mike Spiker Radio, I'm representing. I'll read Teddy, and then you can read we'll just go back and forth. Mike Spiker Radio, I'm representing Trayden in the lawsuit. You can read Trayden.
Alright. Guy's a fraud. Tananza's my new lawyer who'll be representing me.
Dude, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're going to jail for raping that girl, and the police have a warrant. Trey.
Hey, what the fuck?
Trey, what the fuck?
I didn't do nothing.
Dude, they have video that. Oh no, this is getting confusing. I don't know. Okay, so you'll just do trade, and I'll do everyone else. It's fine. Dude, they have video that alleyway. Dude, they have video that alleyway had a surveillance. You guys need to learn about commas. You guys need to learn. Oh my god, had a surveillance camera.
Spencer in the Mama Mike school, she's like, we're all mentally ill fucking kids.
Had a surveillance camera, and you screamed your name and social security number as you climaxed. I just saw this shocking tape, and you can clearly hear Trayden screaming, "I am R-wording this girl. I love R-word." Actually shocking.
It wasn't me. This is why I need a lawyer.
You literally pulled a Sharpie out of your pocket and wrote x.com at Trayden came here with an arrow pointing toward her. Oh god.
Oh,
what's this?
I think he's x.com, so I think it's just
okay.
Sort of, I'm getting plowed from all sides.
Just like that girl in the alleyway.
I'm an incel stomp.
That's not what the girl in the alley, your rape victim, said.
She's a liar. What a liar. What a fucking wheezy little liar, dude.
Are you saying it was consensual?
Very consensual. Extremely consensual.
Her screaming, "You're raping me!" and "No!" say otherwise. It could have been rape play.
Yeah,
Nah.
she could be CNC.
Who knows? Trey could be a freak in the sheets, or in this case, in the alley. You guys are also spelling alley wrong. Alley is spelled A-L-L-E-Y. You're spelling ally.
Oh, I like Roblox. See, this is why the allegations are fake. I would never undress and expose myself in an alley. I need the privacy, the privacy of being in my own home. That's private property.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. And fellow private investigator Tenanza have been trying to... Me and fellow private investigator Tenanza have been trying to catch the rapist Trayden for years. See, his MO was taking girls to his home and doing the deed. There we finally got to him and to admit by accusing him of doing rapes in alleys.
I never raped a girl. Not even in my house. Not even once.
Would you rape them in a house? Would you rape them with a mouse? Would you rape them in a box? Would you rape them with a fox? A train! A train! Would you rape them on a train?
I have never brought a girl or anyone for that matter into my house. I've never touched another human being. I've never talked to another individual. Leave me.
Alright, there we go. Mike, check DMs. Okay, hold on.
Right. Open the DMs. Open the DMs on the public tab.
Alright, let me catch up with chat before I do that. The allegations are a lie. Boy, what the hell? This isn't KH. The allegations are a lie of us. Punctuation, do you know it, chat? What T-Play said. This is just improv over Twitter. Mike, check DMs. Tipster left Keffels for the Boblax Gawk. True, Yo-Yo Pizza Boy. With a mouse? Yeah, I guess with a mouse. Let me check DMs. What the fuck, T-Play? Nice one, buddy. It's a good thing it's not showing on the screen. What? You know what he said? He sent me the N-word, letter by letter, hard R, in DMs. You're the worst person in the world. I hate you. You know what, T-Play? I'm taking away your mod.
Down.
It's so over for you. You're getting owned right now. Alright. Well, I didn't fall for it, so you can keep your mod. Alright, anyways. Let's continue. See, I'm a nice guy, and this is how you treat me, okay?
I should go check on Ariel.
Teddy! God damn it.
Yo! You gotta time him out, bro.
Yo, exotic!
Mike the Mick, how are you?
You're finally here after all these years.
It's like when they released Sora and Smash, and it was like, Sora is finally here.
True, exactly. Wait, let me check your DMs, because I'm pretty sure I sent you, Oh, no, wait, I think you are already in here. Let me see. Yep, you are here. All right, let's get you on screen. There you are. Oh, this is actually perfect, because we're in Atlantica right now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, this is,
I love this theme, though.
Yeah, this is, Kingdom Hearts 2, which infinitely, also uses the same land as Kingdom Hearts 1. Yes.
What does that even mean? It uses the same land as Kingdom
Didn't
Hearts
we
1.
already come here in Kingdom Hearts 1, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is like the worst world in the game, to be fair. But anyways, so exotic. You need an update on my situation, right? Or do you already need to know?
So apparently, Mike the Bike had his channel nuked, bro. Like, YouTube decided to you know, swing it down on him, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm guessing they probably saw a stream where he talked about, like, you know, that one country with flag that has white and blue, you know?
No. So this is what happened, okay? I made a cover in the style of Depeche Mode of Pumped Up Kicks for Turkey Tom. He commissioned that from me. And for the thumbnail, it was for a video essay by Turkey Tom about Randy Stair who shot up the supermarket he worked at. So for my thumbnail, I had it made by Tyrone, and it had Randy Stair in the thumbnail. Now, this was a risky thumbnail, but I saw that there were many other videos with hundreds of thousands of views that had this same picture of him in the thumbnail. So I'm like, okay, I'll be fine then, right? So I put it up. It was my highest viewed video, Exotic. It got up to 17K views, okay?
Oh, damn.
It was big, and it was still blowing up. It was on the constant rise. It was great, right?
Yeah.
Then, I uploaded that, I think, in February. Then in August, the week of my birthday as well, they community guidelines strike it. YouTube does. And I try to talk to them. I'm like, hey, I need to know exactly what caused this, because I don't know if it was the song or the thumbnail. I've always assumed it was a thumbnail, but I wanted a clear answer so that way I know for sure for the future, right? They would not give me a clear answer. I made a big stink about it on Twitter, got everyone to cover it. Even Nick covered it on stream. Like, everyone was talking about it. No help there. And then, you know, without getting into details, I had some help from people that had a direct contact with YouTube, and they couldn't help either. So I waited until the strike ran out in November, and I hit up YouTube one more time. I'm like, hey, I just want to check one more time. Is there any way to reverse this? I laid out my full case. I explained everything. And they were like, no. So at the start of December, I decided to start this brand new channel, which is Mike's Biker Radio, which right now I'm in the process of re-uploading everything from the old channel to the new one, doing 3 uploads a week. But I'm still doing new music. I'm still doing commissions, although I've lowered the price now for that. And
yeah, this fucking and we're now have to go back and like go to all of his videos and comment, "Thank you, Mike the Bike."
Yes,
like,
so now you have to do that again. But also, I have a new show that I do twice a month, which is 305.9 Biker Radio, and it is basically a radio show. I play music that I've curated for 30 minutes, and then I take a caller. I do that twice a month on the second Sunday and the last Sunday of every month. And for the last Sunday of every month, there's also 3 time slots: 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and 9 p.m. EST. Those are the 3 time slots that I do the show at. For 2 hours, basically, is the length of the show. But then for 1 time slot on the second Sunday of every month, the last Sunday of every month, sorry, I get a guest. So our first guest was Stefan Corbino. So he curated a playlist, and then we interviewed him for about an hour. The guest we had on for January was Willie Mac's show. Now, he did not curate the playlist, but I made a playlist based on the music he's had on his channel before. And then we interviewed him. I think the interview ended up being like an hour and a half long. It was a very long interview, but I think it turned out very well. I'm actually going to ask Connor if he wants to be interviewed for
you mean
February.
at Real X8?
Yeah, at Real X8.
Oh shit. That's sick, dude. Yeah.
Alright, give me a second. I'm grabbing a cable. But no, yeah. But I've been really enjoying that show because it's really just an opportunity for me to chill and play music, and take a caller for whoever wants to call in. And then everything else is mostly the same. Now I'm doing playthrough streams as well, so that means I've been streaming almost every day of the weekdays. Like last week we streamed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I think I'm gonna try doing it again this week. Except Thursday. Thursday I might not stream because I'm seeing about having the boys over to watch Invincible when it comes out.
The boys, bruh.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. Let's see. What are people saying here? Also, Mike, did you see that I spelled Allie's right at the last tweet? I did not notice that. Mike the type of guy to wear okay, all right, buddy.
Wear what?
Ask Exotic when he's finishing the Dragon Ball series.
Okay. So I think the last one I had was the Resurrection F Arca Super, and I actually did start watching or rewatching because I've seen it before. The Universe 6 versus 7 tournament. I watched the beginning like 3 episodes of that arc. I thought the start of it was pretty good.
I watched a Supercut of the arc on YouTube.
So like I thought it was kind of interesting how they handle it. It feels a bit more organic. How they integrate the other universes to the story. Obviously I've seen like what happens in the actual tournament, so I have like a lot more shit to say about it when the tournament begins. But I think so far it seems pretty good. I know there's quite a bit of filler in this arc too, so I'm gonna have to like just cut the shit out. But yeah, no, so far I think it's pretty good.
About the multiverse. in Dragon
Yeah,
Ball.
so yeah, but pretty much what I want to say, like, and this is a bit spoilery, but like, pretty much what I want to say is that like, yeah, I think that it's kind of cool seeing Universe 6 because that was something that was hinted at with like the introduction into like the Super era of Dragon Ball. But like, I think the biggest problem is that they never really do anything too interesting with it.
It's
Like,
like
they give
not
us
doing
like,
anything. It's a waste of potential, and I hate the Universe 16 designs as well.
and I want to talk about this because this is something that also happened with like Frieza as well. So pretty much it's like a story of like escalation, right? So we get like Goku is the strongest guy on Earth, so therefore we have to bring in aliens because he's not, you know. So and then he fights the Saiyans, and then and then after that he fights the strongest guy in the universe, which is Frieza, right? So like, how do you top like the strongest guy in the entire universe? Well, the next guy was like Cell, which is like accumulation of everybody, and then the other guy was a magic person who was like, just like has been existing forever, I guess. And then it's like it's hard to constantly keep going up and up and up. So I think that's kind of what happened here is that like they introduced other universes, and instead of like exploring that, they just kind of wanted to introduce stronger and stronger people, and that's what led us to like all the universes being introduced all at once, and Jiren and all that. So yeah.
Bro, Jiren, the best villain in the best.
he's the worst.
Dude, my charisma vacuum, you know, it's like.
T-Play says, would you call it massive? I guess we would call it massive.
It is pretty
Yeah,
it was
pretty
pretty massive if you ask me.
And do you know what else is massive?
My cock, dude.
Okay, okay. The shooter copyright claimed the video. No, that's not what happened, but you know, maybe.
I'd also want to say I have been keeping up with YouTube dramas and stuff like that too, because I do watch like stuff. Although I hate the format now.
What's on
like
Roblox?
So here's what I want to say first though. I
Roblox.
hate the format, okay? I hate watching stream archives, and nobody makes videos anymore except for like Willie Mac Show, which is awesome. But
bro, Nick needs to make a first channel video.
no,
bro.
but he doesn't have to. He could just sit on his ass on his front of his computer playing
But
Call
he
of Duty,
says
and
he's
people
he
just
says he's working on main channel
still
content. And he
donates
never
on it, bro.
uploads.
He's doing the Mr. Beast video.
Yeah.
Dude, he can just
Okay.
people will just throw money at him for just playing Call of Duty.
See,
and
but
reacting to videos.
his streams are entertaining. I think he's a very entertaining like streamer.
I think he's like a good commentator, but goddamn, I just want to like
he's
get to the
he's a
point,
good personality. Like he's genuinely interesting.
He's good, but
Yeah.
I just can't stand like watching or if I want to hear about a topic, just like watching like an hour and a half like or like 2 hours like for a live stream. It's like, okay, I just kind of want to hear the takes, you know? Like I just want to hear the takes. Like, what are your opinions? What are your thoughts on this? Like,
but I think a lot of them were like Chug. I really like Chug's streams. I got into like watching him like last year because of Nick. I really like his streams.
although I will say this about Nick, I did watch like the entire or almost the entire video that he made on react to Gamer from Mars' video on Amaranth, because that was like a topic that I like personally find interesting, and that was the whole like, did Amaranth fake the
abuse?
And it was
I love
like
the conclusion of that because I always thought that she kind of did. But at least like it was, or at least it was very suspicious that she claimed that her husband made her do OnlyFans, and yet she still does the whole like titty streamer thing.
I think like the conclusion, even for myself, is that like it's very like I think there's room for people to speculate about what actually happened, because there's enough evidence to be like, hey, this is kind of weird about how she was like trying to make this seem that this was something that she wasn't really interested in doing, and that was just kind of forced into doing it. And then now that her husband was like out of the picture, she was like, I guess like freed of like being able to this burden of like being like a full-time streamer, like streaming like hours and hours like every single day. Now she could like do something else, but it kind of didn't turn out that way, and then she still does like the same thing. So it was more like, okay, was it actually like all a real thing, or is it like fake? Like, who is this guy? It's just because like she's also very like secretive about like her life and stuff, which is fair. Not everybody wants like their personal information out there and stuff for, you know, commentary channels to react to, but and I get that. But it's just like, I wouldn't get mad at somebody for thinking like, oh yeah, like it was fake, or if you think that no, it was real. Like it can go either way, honestly. I wouldn't like hold it against anybody for having either opinion.
All right. So,
Boblax.
oh yeah, Bo Blacks.
Special part, Mr. Manchi special part.
So I did see that Boblax, he had a pretty big downfall. Not only did he lie about having like BPD or whatever sort of mental illness it was, I don't really remember exactly what it was, but he lied about that, and he kind of got exposed for being like a fucking autistic freak. And then after that, he had like a meltdown, and it was discovered through his own stupidity that he actually had another account for quite a while called Mr. Manchi, where that was like his trans persona that he's actually been engaging with for a while.
Would you hit that?
I think I'd rather go blind, honestly.
That's pretty fair.
you know, it's kind of scary when people talk about like the truth about being blind and they talk about seeing nothing versus seeing black, you know?
Yeah.
I think if I was stuck with Mr. Manchi, I think I'd rather see nothing than have my sight.
Bro, now he's just bro, did you see the clip next? Did you see the clip of apparently he went live on Instagram and it lasted all of a few seconds before he ended it.
I saw that. Yeah, we never ended up. I think Tyrone was about to watch it. I think it ended as Tyrone was live about to open it.
I can't see.
On KTS. But yeah.
Yeah, Tyrone. I mean, yeah, I saw that he was
Didn't
live.
he go live in a dress? Was it? Wait, was that the same live when he was in a dress?
Maybe.
But
I'm pretty sure somebody like Alex Gekmo, you know, pro A-logger, would have the screenshots for that. But
I'm pretty sure he posted it. He posted the end of the stream where
his whole like phone is like just filled with screenshots from like.
How do you know
people
it's
from
on his
Twitter.
phone? It could be on his computer.
Oh, well, who the fuck these screenshots on their computer, bro?
A lot of people.
Dude,
I do sometimes. Like,
when we were doing hindsight stuff, honestly, all the screenshots are from my phone. Like, it's just so easy to take screenshots from your phone because you just click two buttons and it automatically goes into your gallery.
I agree, but wouldn't they be higher quality if you took them from your computer?
Bro.
Probably,
Bro,
yeah.
Look at this. Bro,
but I have like a modern phone.
Is this Snow Bunny mind control?
Bro, it's the Snow Bunny mind control.
Bro. Oh hell no.
We need Dr. Umar to help out Prince Eric.
We bring you to stage 5 of the Cool Kingdom.
Dude, it's like I am transracial, so I could just spin around and just like transform my race, like how Ethan Klein like spun around and became Whiteface Man. Oh, it's another guy who was in some drama. Boblax, he's like a loser now. You know, it's just like, I mean, he's kind of been that for a while. Like I've always kind of had this opinion that like he looks so weird, like so if you had Boblax just stand like with his arms to the side, his legs together, right? If you flip him around, you could use like his hair as like a mop to like, you know, clean up some like spill. Like it's so nasty. It's just like he just needs to like. But now I know why he was like that is because he had like he was like transgender or
exotic. Do you
or whatever
think if
one he wants
do you think if
identify.
Boblax looked more like me, he would have a better life?
No, he would be
what the fuck?
Cuban and trans. It's like
what the hell?
You're the one.
Well, no.
Damn.
Well, first of all, you don't know if he would still be trans if he looked like me.
Of course.
Well,
He probably wouldn't.
he could grow an actual
clean.
Well, actually, he could
clean.
If he
his
was
beard
me,
is,
he
like
could.
scruffy looking.
Yeah, he could actually grow a beard if he was me.
Yeah, but it's like scruffy looking. It's like one of those like mutt little
sorry I
dogs.
didn't
You know, it's
figure it
just
Are you
like,
talking about me?
You're the one I love.
No, your beard is like you know, maintained and stuff like that. His beard is like very like scruffy.
Oh, you're saying
It's like a
even
little
if he
dog.
had, you're saying even if he had my genes, he would allow the beard to get all scruffy and disgusting. That's probably true.
Yeah. His beard now is like scruffy and disgusting, and his hair is like very like.
Well, he can't grow
greasy and, like,
facial hair. He
messy.
can only grow neckle hair.
Neckle hair? I've never heard of that.
Bro, I'm making words. I'm like Shakespeare.
No, Aaron's getting raped.
I like the new Kanye, bro. It's like.
Bro, did Kanye win any Grammys yesterday?
Titan's precious.
I don't know, but I heard his wife was like naked.
His wife is always naked.
And people saying he's clearly abusing her. It's like, you don't know that.
Well, wasn't she naked before they got together as well?
That contract's
Yeah, exactly.
no
Like,
good.
it's again, people projecting themselves. I'm sorry.
Pick a stroller Cuban or transgender. Yo, I'll pick being Cuban any day of the week. Cubans are great, bro. We have like some of the best food in the world. Like, come on, let's get real. Best food, best desserts, best pastelitos.
Wait, so how does Kingdom Hearts
best
2 work?
wait, best women, bro, Cuban women. Oh my lord.
Wait. So how does Kingdom Hearts 2 work? Because they already beat Ursula. And
This is like one of the this is
They
like
retcon
this
to-
is the main world that makes absolutely no sense. Like they act like they've never fought or dealt with Ursula. Like at least with Halloween Town, Ursula, Maleficent brought Oogie Boogie back to life.
Yeah.
Ursula's just alive here. I'm wondering if
Because-
Bulbox
yeah,
wanted to
they
get
have to do-
exposed
they
at a
have to do the
moment.
plot.
He's not even trying to hide degeneracy. Shackles are off, and it's only getting worse from here. I don't think he
Because
knows what he
basically they
wants.
Have to do, yeah, he doesn't know what he wants, but they have to do basically they have to do the plot of the original movie, and for the original plot of the movie to work, Ursula, Ariel has to not know who Ursula is.
Yeah,
So she can
and
still
they
get
can't.
tricked by her.
They couldn't just do the plot from the sequel because the sequel takes place like 10 years after the original, and obviously.
Or just not use this property.
They just say time. They could just say time passes differently.
They could do that.
Wait, bro acts like there's not like an infinite lineup of like Disney movies that they could have picked from. That's crazy.
It's not about that. It's about what Nomura wants to use, and Nomura obviously wanted to use Atlantica. It never has anything to do with what property there is to use. If Nomura wanted to use Song of the South, he would find a way to get it in.
Song of the South.
But this is retarded though. It's like you already beat her in the last one.
I agree. I wouldn't be doing this world if we.
And it was such a cool boss fight. She was like giant, and we had to use like our swimming.
Yeah, she's gonna be giant again. Look at her grow. I know Nexidad's watching her grow.
What was I gonna say, bro? I literally forgot what I was gonna say.
Shackles are off. It's only getting worse from here. I think Bulbox is stuck between, because I think at this point he does genuinely 100% have a humiliation fetish, but he also misses being like liked. That's why I think
he misses being liked. Yeah.
He misses being liked. So that's why I think that clip from his Instagram stream shows him getting upset and ending it, because he says that no one in the chat is approving of his whatever he's doing.
Of his fetish.
But he still gets off of the humiliation. So it's like,
why would anybody approve of it? It's just weird. Like,
well, because like the thing is like, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I've said many times my opinion on the whole trans stuff. I'm cool with you if with anyone wanting to be whatever they want. I really do not care. It does not affect me in any way. However, I really do feel like it makes things harder for the people that are actually trans when there are people like Bulbox who clearly, like, I know some people have the opinion that all of it is just fetish stuff. I don't necessarily follow that because I know some people. But I think all the people with AGP, like Bulbox, just make it infinitely harder for anyone else to have to deal with that. Like it's like every time there's like a gay pedophile, like that just adds to the bad stereotype of, oh, like some, I mean, it's not as prevalent as it used to be, obviously, like probably in the 90s or earlier, but like it used to be believed that all gay people were pedophiles. So whenever there's things like that, that one family that adopted those two boys or whatever that story that Tyrone posted the other time, that ruins things for people that are just like, they happen to be gay and they just want to live a fucking normal to them life, you know? Because now they have to deal with, oh, look, here's an example of gay people being pedophiles. This reflects on all of you. It's the same thing as whenever black people commit crimes. I'm sure black people committing crimes ruins it for the rest of the black people, you know?
I mean, I think also just got a culture thing. Like I think possibly
there's so many things that go to it, right? There's a lot of things that go to it, but the major point I'm making is that Chris Chan is my best example. Chris Chan.
It feels a narrative that like people of a certain group, of a certain intrinsic group, like are naturally inclined to do certain things. Like all trans people are pedophiles, all gay people are pedophiles, all
Does humiliation fetish and one also want to be like make sense?
Crime or whatever.
If he looked like Mike, he would be morbidly obese.
Is that
That's Tyrone, yeah. Yeah, he would be morbidly obese.
Hold the rest of KTS one well, Tyrone.
Bulbox is already weird looking though.
Yeah. Like, you know.
That's what you not to Tyrone though. Tyrone loves.
Yeah, Tyrone.
He loves him some
get ready for this, Exotic. Who do you think is more attractive, Sydney Sweeney or Bo Blacks?
Oh, so Tyrone doesn't think Sydney Sweeney is attractive. He thinks that she's. I even commented this on his stream bot. I was just like, bro really has to pull out the fucking biology textbook.
I saw your comment. That was so funny.
I was like, bro, okay. I was like, this guy's fucking retarded, bro. Like, she's objectively attractive, okay? Like, you can't, like, okay, I'm a person who believes that people can be, like, objectively attractive. And she's objectively attractive, bro. It's like, you're just dumb, bro. It's like...
Yeah, there's a level of objectivity.
But Toxic Dome says, does a humiliation fetish and also wanting to be liked make sense? I think it does, because if, let's say let's say you have a slapping fetish, like you like being slapped. That doesn't mean you want to be slapped all the time. You don't want to talk to a random person and then they slap you. You're not gonna be like, oh.
Yeah, and Mockery, aka Phineas in chat, has a good point as well. Christian getting defended by trans, but yeah, people are like, oh, don't hecking misgenderino, the literal rapist.
Yeah, Christian. I mean, according to Gino Samuel,
he's not even trans. Like
so
here's the definition of what a trans person is meant to be. He's not even trans because he said he transitioned to get with girls.
Well, so the thing about that is that Gino Samuel has said that he, in all of his research, he has not found anything to back up that Christian ever said that. But that sounds like something he would say, so that's why I choose to believe it.
No, I saw something in Tokyo Tom's video. There's like his diary or something, like the diary he writes. He said something along those lines. Hopefully this will give me more chance with like girls like that.
Well, okay, well,
I guess it's never too late to learn.
I've seen it. I wouldn't just say that because if I.
But also,
like, that's the reason I say.
But I think he's also trans because he does get off to cross dressing like that. Like, I don't know. I'll just chalk it up to being autistic. No, I mean, I think my example is pretty good. Like, oh, if you have if you like being slapped, like if that's something that turns you on, that doesn't mean you want to be slapped all the time. That doesn't mean like when you're talking to someone in the middle of a conversation, you want them to just slap your ass out of nowhere. You know, it's like, like there's different levels to it, right? So, Bo Blacks is into.
What's one hell of a greeting?
I know, right?
Yo, what's up?
Hey, yo, what's up? That's how I'm gonna greet you next, Jet. Anyways.
Oh, okay.
So, there's also a new person who, I mean, it's like a Def Noodles headline. Like, who could have seen this coming? Destiny gets outed for being a fucking loser, as per usual. Yeah, who could have seen that coming? I totally had no idea that he was going to be exposed for being a degenerate fucking freak.
We should edit the text there, just sort of saying, well, that Destiny's one hell of a guy.
True, we should.
But you know, I guess
I know that this upsets you, Exotic, because you were a huge Exotic was a huge Destiny fan for the longest time. But me, I always told Exotic, you know, I was like, I don't know about Destiny, man.
Bros wants to switch the roles, bro.
What do you mean?
Yeah, that's right.
Dude,
I pulled out the Uno reverse card on you, buddy. Like,
dude,
you just don't have a chance.
He got my script, bro. That was my script.
Look, I'm gonna defend myself. I think Destiny made.
Also was a degen.
Destiny was always a degen, but I think it's different. There can be people there's people that are degenerate that will never do the things that Destiny has now been found to do. I don't think that's fair necessarily.
Yeah, but apparently he has been doing this for a while. But people like you don't, you know, you still watch him anyways, right?
I don't watch him anymore. No.
Give him likes, give him watch time, give him your money, you know, give him views.
Now you're slandering. You're acting like Tyrone and slandering me. All right, I don't watch. I'm unsubbed from Destiny. Like, it's over. Me and him.
You were subscribed to him?
Yeah, I was subscribed to him.
Yeah, I'm still subbed to him because I just can't be asked.
It's like when you're watching iCarly and they have like the ooh sound effect.
No, there's nothing about that, because I maintain that the stuff that I liked watching from Destiny was entertaining. All right, and you're coping.
You think his politics is entertaining?
Some of his debates. Some of his debates.
Pants about Trump is hilarious.
No, I didn't say that.
That's fun. That's only more of a pathetic. He's pathetic for that sort of way.
I did think I never liked.
I did think his election stream was funny though. Like, the election stream was funny.
So I think that these people are like a fucking stain on like the internet, and the influence that they've caused on like the actual like environment.
Hold on.
Awful.
I gotta call someone on in chat.
Destiny.
Hold on. You wanted me to see the election coverage, LMAO. Finn, find me a clip of me telling you, watch Destiny's election coverage, and I will give you like $20, okay? I don't believe I said I watched it and I thought it was funny and I thought it was worth watching, you know? But I don't think I ever told you that I wanted you to see the election coverage, right? If you cannot find me that clip, then you must kill yourself on camera, okay? Anyways, no, okay, that's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke.
And we're banned. Okay.
Okay, no, that's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. Okay, but no, look, I don't change what I've said. All right, I think. Who would you rather do a Okay, all right, Mike. Let me ask you. Who would you rather do a podcast with, Hassan or Manshi? Manshi. Hassan. Look, whatever.
Oh, piss me off.
I didn't say. Hold on now. Now I have to kill Finn with my bare hands. You wanted to see. Oh, okay. I did misread it. Never mind. Okay, fine. I take it back. You wanted to see the election coverage. Okay. All right, fine. Look, I'm a music man, not a reading man, okay? All right, I'll admit. Look, unlike Hassan, I'll admit that I was wrong, okay? It's something I can do. It's something that I can do that Hassan has no ability to do, okay? Hassan or Manshi, look. Say what you want about Boblax, but Boblax has not defended terrorists or promoted terrorists yet, okay? That's not a thing that he's done yet. I said sorry. I said sorry. In lingerie.
Okay.
Again, I would rather that, okay? Unfortunately.
So, Mike.
What do you want?
So I think Destiny is like the Mogwai from Gremlins, right? You put water on him and he spawns out like another little, like 8 or 6 or whatever little shits like that also turn just like him, right? So he is the one who enabled people like Mr. Girl, Hassan, Vosh, Sanderhall, all these other like annoying political people that I don't like. So it's just like, you know, if I can go back in time and like just delete him from like the game, I probably, you know, that'd be like great to hear. Just like that one anime, like, you know, that I like to complain about.
So you're saying you wanna game and Destiny in real life? That's what you just said to me.
It would be like, what if we went back in time and took turkey off the menu?
I respect your principled stance, thank you, yet hasn't defended them yet. Well, you say that he brought all these people into existence, and I agree, that is bad. But whenever they did go bad, he did call them out, alright? You know, I don't think
He's bad himself, it's just the bad.
He is bad himself, no, I agree.
Like,
but, like, if we're gonna compare bad to bad, you know, it's like, yeah, Destiny's terrible, and he shouldn't have a career anymore, you know? But I'm not gonna change.
I don't think anybody should take... Well, this is what should have been for a long time. This is like a long time coming, but people shouldn't ever like taking it really that seriously.
Nobody
Especially
should take
how, like,
you
you're
seriously, Exotic. You don't even finish your Dragon Ball videos.
Hey,
you never
I
even
don't have a history.
uploaded the Man of Steel video, okay? I'm still waiting for that.
Hey, I don't post people's nudes on the internet, bro.
So far as we know, show us your DMs.
Sorry.
Show us all your DMs right now. That's what I thought. Dox yourself right now. We need proof.
When's the Woman of Steel video? Woman of Steel.
His streams are boring. Would you rather do a podcast with Hassan or Lion Maker? I guess I'd have to pick Hassan at that point. Because Lion Maker is a pedophile.
Dude. Well, great. Maybe they could start a podcast with Mr. Girl. It's like...
Yeah, well, I don't want to start a podcast with Mr. Girl.
And Zero, too, you know? Maybe we did the true ice cubes for the adventure we made along the way.
Pirates them all, man. Yeah, Pirates Cynical. He sucks.
True.
Pyrocynical, Chris Keemstar, okay? He called me pitiful.
Sweat to him.
Man of Steel sucked balls. True.
Yes.
What a true statement.
Yeah, the Snyderverse is bad.
The Snyderverse is bad, and it makes me sad, and I cry.
But Ezra Miller, I think he could stay as the Flash. You know, I think he has.
Okay, you're retarded.
He did not, you know, he was on a wrist, bro.
Yeah, he just having a bad day. We all have bad days.
Yeah, true, so true.
Everyone makes mistakes sometimes.
Everybody has those days.
Yeah. It's been a day.
Bro, you need to put out something like Kingdom Hearts game. I'm telling you, bro. When you see my vision, bro.
So
wait till you see what I named this ship. You guys are not ready.
Call me Carson.
Call me Carson.
No, it won't let me. What the fuck?
Wall.
Wait, how does it know, bro? Wasn't this game made like 20 billion years ago?
I mean, cum was a word back then. What are you talking about?
I mean,
cum was definitely in 2005. 2006.
What about Goon?
Well, Coom seemed to pass through, so we're good. We all know that Exotic is the biggest Coomer of all time.
Dude, I'm not the one following Kiwi Sunset on Twitter, bro. So.
Bro, Kiwi Sunset follows me, okay?
The new
Also,
account?
me and Kiwi Sunset. Well, it's not a new account. I just changed the app. So.
Wasn't it Mike the Bike 89 or something like that?
94.
94.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, no, it was Parody.
It was Parody Radio Florida, and then I was able to change it. I waited like a year, and then I changed it to Mike the Bike.
Wait, so did all the inactive Twitter accounts get like banned?
No, the thing is, my original account, I had a 2-factor authentication on it, but I deleted that account because I was like, oh, I'm never getting this account back. So, so I never got it back. So yeah, that's what happened. Fuck! I needed to kill that thing. How about Cummy? Alright, Toxic Dome, what the fuck? If I had hours, I couldn't explain how fucked the state of comic movies are. No, we're coming back, alright? The Fantastic Four trailer tomorrow, it's gonna bring us back, alright?
Oh, is there a Fantastic Four trailer tomorrow?
Yeah, it's coming out tomorrow. And hey, the Batman! The Batman's gonna be good.
I don't care.
Not Batman.
I don't care.
Wait, what
about
happened?
the Penguin?
Jessica Alba cannot be Invisible Woman anymore.
She can.
She's old.
I don't care.
She's old and busted!
No.
She kissed her brother!
Good Invisible. Wait, who kissed her brother? What the fuck?
Jessica Alba.
Jessica Alba, she was Sue Storm in the original films.
Yeah, she kissed her brother in real life, though.
Lol?
Yeah,
Like
not
unironically?
as much of a fan now, are you, my friend?
Like an actual brother?
I'm pretty sure that's true. Fuck,
Well,
my gummy
it should've
chips.
been me.
Okay, buddy.
I mean,
what
would
the
you rather
fuck?
have- Hold on. It's like, what's that one meme where it has like the 2 pills and it's just like, okay, pick your pill, right? We have Jessica Alba kissing her brother, or Gandhi sleeping naked with his niece.
What the fuck?
He slept with his knees.
I mean, I would rather have neither. Why don't I?
He slept with his knees. What the hell?
Dude, Tyrone exposed this like critical information on screen.
You can't trust Tyrone. He likes to spread false information sometimes.
Oh,
And he does like men. He does like men too. So.
Sometimes he likes to put the blames on others for his mistakes, okay? We don't need to bring up the classic staple clip, okay?
Is she really too old to play, being an actor?
How old is she? No, I didn't say she was too old to be an actor. That's a crazy statement.
Let's see, how old is she anyway? She's 43.
How old is Jessica Alba? She's 43. Yeah, she can still play it. Get her back in the
How old is Pedro Pascal?
Apparently they're going to be having Wolverine be doing this till he's 90.
Yeah, I'm excited.
He's 49, bro.
Look, Wackus Bonkus, you gotta believe, alright? The MCU is coming back, alright? Just like we're getting a Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer, alright? It's all coming back, alright?
I actually don't care about the MCU. Like, I'm sorry, like that.
No, it's coming back, alright?
Wait, but the MCU is like, it's not good anymore, right?
No! I mean, yeah, it's been
terrible.
ass.
It fell off like Endgame. Though very few good things.
Voice crack? Yeah, that's part of the joke, Finn. I'm gonna start treating you the way Hassan treats his viewers, okay?
Endgame, the more I think about Infinity War and Endgame, the less I like.
No. Infinity War is great, okay? But Endgame is like shitty. In many ways.
So there's some things like, why didn't Doctor Strange use this lingering to go back to Earth?
No. You don't. The only way to enjoy Endgame is as a payoff to everything that came before. If you try to look at it as like a critical, if you try to look at it critically,
use this lingering to go back to Earth. But why didn't Nebula stop Peter Quill from crashing on Thanos?
How would Nebula know that he was gonna crash it on Thanos?
She knows that he likes to go more. She knew that she came to the conclusion that Thanos killed her. Like she also known.
Yeah, but hold on, no, that's a lot of assumption. You can't just assume that.
She was there when Tony was like, "Come on," like he was like, "Cool, don't do anything like black anything." She was like prepared.
But she wasn't right next to them. She was like away from them.
You know what I think though? You know what my favorite part about MC Spider-Man is that his fucking nanobot like helmet or his mask always comes off like every 5 seconds.
That is not true. That is a lie. You're a liar.
Yeah, he always takes off his mask.
There's not a single scene without his mask on. You're lying, okay?
Or the part
just
where like
don't like
Doctor
the
Strange
Manos.
like takes his like soul out of his body and his body just automatically like moves on its
Yeah,
own.
it's got a
I'm like,
sense,
oh, that
yeah.
would have been helpful like in the second movie, but I guess we can have that.
Wait, hold on.
did.
Okay, now we
Yeah,
gotta
no,
fight.
but
No,
no,
we gotta fight
no,
now.
no,
Okay,
no.
hold on.
No, but
You just
the
said,
spider
hold
sense-
on. You just said, oh, his spider sense working helped him out in the third movie when it wasn't working in the second movie. Ignoring the fact that time moves in one. No, time doesn't work. Time works in one direction. His spider sense doesn't get put back to normal until the end of the second movie. So
Yeah,
how it works?
conveniently it doesn't work.
That happens in the comics all the time. His mood affects his powers all the time. Are you forgetting Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2, where his powers are not working for half the movie just because, shit, my life sucks and I hate everything?
But his life doesn't suck, and he does not yet at least.
He just came back from the dead. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
That's
he
probably the
lost-
worst
he-
thing
he
anyone
lost
could
his-
experience.
He lost his father
Bro, he
figure
was
as
dead.
mentor.
He won, bro. He died, and
No,
then he
but
immediately came
lo-
back.
He lost Tony.
He lost his father figure.
What was put on him? What was put on him to be out of the next Iron Man or whatever?
He's got like, he objectively, not subjectively, he objectively has way crazier shit going on in Far From Home than he does in Spider-Man 2.
Well, then, yeah,
I think that it can work if they maybe had other parts of his powers also start
No,
to like
they needed to-
because it feels too convenient that only the spider sense that can help out the fight with Mysterio. Like that's the only thing that was
But that-
negatively impacted.
But that happens in the comics all the time.
Also, I don't.
But that doesn't make it good either, too.
Also,
I don't really
also,
like
if you really
MJ's
want to be
as a love
pedantic about
interest.
this, Spider-Man should never get hit, period, because of his spider sense, but he obviously does.
Well, I would no. Well, I would say
Because he's
he can
only
do two
human.
things. I mean, he can
after
dodge
all.
everything. He's not
He's
like
only
light
human.
Anything he
after
can.
all.
I'm not saying he's light speed. He is fast enough. Spider-Man, in almost any media, is fast enough to dodge a bullet at point blank range. By that logic, there should never be a moment where Doc Ock can hit him a single time with his spider sense. Because there's no way Doc Ock is swinging his fist faster than a fucking
power
gun,
scaling.
okay?
We need to get Seth the programmer in the call.
Set the programmer,
No,
right?
he's-
I'm the programmer,
he's-
okay?
He's gonna start grooming non-existent children.
Wait, didn't he get like exposed for being a bad person?
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's a pedo,
Something like that.
Dr. Finkelstein is back at it again.
So okay, yeah, MCU, dude. The Eternals. Okay, let's talk about the Eternals.
I don't want to.
So-
No, that's
I
in
didn't
a
even bother
dog
with
shit
Eternals.
movie. I can't even remember it.
Yeah. So there's like, oh yeah, I remember I was talking to my coworkers and I was thinking about how like, yeah, don't you just remember how like there's a giant like is it called celestial? There's like a giant celestial head and like arm like just sticking out of like one of the earth and like
No,
the
yeah,
ocean,
it's
right?
absolutely
that no one
retarded.
ever brings up like.
I kind of hope they
And
do.
also, what if
I hope
there's
they
also
keep.
wasted potential as well.
I hope they keep ignoring it. I think it should just be decanonized. The Eternals movie was dog shit. It
Aren't they doing,
ruins.
like a soft reboot of the MCU?
I 100% think they're gonna do a soft reboot of the MCU after Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Because all the actors for the main Avengers are getting either too old to play them, or they've already been killed off, or like Chris Hemsworth cannot be Thor forever. Okay.
Yeah, and the new Avengers suck. Right?
Yeah. Except Spider-Man.
Not all
Spider-Man's
of them.
good.
Not all of them, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not watching.
Wait, who are the new Avengers again, bro? Wait, let me do like a double check.
We have them.
is Spider-Man, Bite, whatever her name is. What's her name?
Must belong to Sandy Claus.
Scott Lang's daughter. I forgot her. Cassie Lang. Ms. Marvel.
just happened to find them?
Miss K, all my talking Fujitech drawings have one arm up. Is that supposed to mean something, Miss K? Are you trying to tell us something? Chris Hemsworth should be Optimus Prime. Chris Hemsworth works as a young Optimus Prime. He should not be like current day Optimus Prime.
That's gotta be Peter Cullen, bro.
Yeah, it's gotta be Peter Cullen until he dies.
Oh yeah, so Captain America: Brave New World.
No, I'm not watching that. It looks. I don't.
I'm probably gonna see that with my friends, but I don't have high hopes for it.
I don't care. Why is there a new Falcon anyway? If Falcon still has his Falcon suit.
What about Deadpool and Wolverine? It's like
I like Deadpool and Wolverine, but
someone's even pointing out like, so Falcon he's like Captain America now, and he has like does he have like vibranium in his suit now or something like that? He did like the shockwave thing, and he has like adamant.
No, he has a vibranium suit. He got that from Wakanda. That happened in Winter Soldier.
Oh.
That was one
Wait,
of the...
what about the Marvels?
No, nobody has seen that. No one wants to see that.
That film does not exist. Alright. There is no Captain Marvel sequel, alright.
Yeah, true.
Captain Marvel, just like Wreck-It Ralph, does not have a sequel.
True.
But yeah, I never
Working on
watched them.
Valentine's Early drawings at the moment, Finn. Do you have a character sheet for
I'm
Mockery?
avoiding Miss Marvel because they decided to change her powers for no reason.
Wherever did you find these?
What about
In
Doctor
Halloween
Strange
Town.
in the Multiverse?
You'll be needing.
Oh yeah, I should update to the.
I heard it wasn't great.
I should update to the Valentine's Day one. Give me a second.
These are just a few of the Christmas presents that were stolen.
Stolen?
Stolen.
Oh, they look at Jack like, damn, racist much?
What?
What about
Sandy? You don't think it was me?
Well, what the
Still
fuck is it
wearing
called
the
again?
outfit,
Multiverse
I
of Madness.
see.
What about that
I
shit?
just thought
That's
I'd dress
that movie's
for the
dog shit. That
occasion.
movie sucks ass.
Why? Has Doctor
If you're
Strange?
Sam
in it,
Raimi,
bro?
he's the
We'll
goat.
just have to find out who really
What do you mean?
did it.
Why?
Yeah, that's Doctor Strange, bro. It's like
Very well.
I don't like
Leave it
things
to
based
you.
on what character is in it.
All right, Sora, Donald, Goofy,
yeah,
we're
like
off.
Do you...
Spider-Man.
What about What If?
No.
What If?
I don't like Far
That's
From
What
Home
If,
just because
dude.
it's Spider-Man's in it. I like it
What
because
if,
it's
dude?
What If has so
You're
much missed
retarded.
potential, bro? Like, again, the fact they never did What If the other half got snapped, it's still like...
fuck.
like,
Where are my
baffles me.
DMs with Mishi? What the fuck?
What the hell?
Mishi.
Yeah,
Good.
Mishi.
Is she still active?
Of course. Oh no, she's been on break actually.
Yeah, she's
Ew,
been on break.
why is she being on
She's-
break, dude? Just...
She's hunting lions in Africa. bro.
Actually, no,
She lives in-
don't
She lives
keep
in
being on
Africa. She's
break.
hunting,
You
she's
love
hunting
lions,
lions, bro.
Mishi. What are you talking about?
No, I disavow like.
Why
Public.
Mishi's
don't
your
you like
favorite.
Mishi?
Remember when I like publicly disavowed?
Yeah, and
Why
you're
do you-
Or,
why do you-
or
why
remember
do you
when
hate
that was like
Mishi?
the thing? Like I was like disavow.
yeah, but you took that back because of something I told you about Mishi.
But,
I don't know if that's on the record. So it's okay.
oh, I thought Marcus mentioned it on show.
No,
Yeah.
it was because I told you about how she was like one of the few people that had been friends with me even during my break, and she's always been a good
Oh.
friend. And you were like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
that's
I-
based.
Oh yeah, I vow. Yeah, I vow.
And you
Remember
especially
when like YouTubers were
Wow,
like,
sweeping.
let me just say
Oh, yeah,
disavow. Like, oh, I disavowed. Oh, like it's like using protect from Pokemon. You're just like immune to like every hit, you know.
that's true.
Actually, not anymore. That shit, like, there's a couple moves that can bypass with like protect.
Fuck, I don't know what website it is for the for my character.
It's
So Legends ZA, we still haven't had anything
Do you have the link, Nexogen?
new about that game.
I forgot the name of the website. Let me try it. Yeah, let me pause my.
So, what do you guys think about Legends ZA having like the worst starter Pokemon in the game, like potentially?
Oh, I think I saw.
I don't know.
who
I don't know
saw
what Legend
Pokemon?
ZA is.
Pokemon Legends ZA.
I don't know what that is.
It's a new Pokemon game.
I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Called Fujitech.
Like you know Legends
Fujitech?
Arceus.
Yeah,
Can you
Fujitech.
send me the link?
Okay, I have it in. Actually, you sent it to me in DMs more.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm trying
send
to
it back.
find it.
You remember Mike? Do you remember Legends Arceus? That game?
I played it once.
Okay, so they're making Legends ZA, right? And the people are saying about like, what if they just picked like the worst starter Pokemon imaginable? Like, it was like the grass starter's Chikorita, the fire starter can be like,
Coco.
the Tepig, and then the water starter could be like Sobble or what's another worst like water starter? Or no, I don't know. Yeah, Sobble or whatever. It's like this like the worst selection of like starter Pokemon imaginable.
Pokemon's kind of gay.
When are they gonna add me to Pokemon? That's the real question.
They already have in Generation 1.
Okay, buddy.
Called Snorlax.
All right, buddy. So mean. Why am I always bullied? People should be nice to me. Do they not understand that?
Okay.
Be nice to Mike, okay?
Oh, Poplio, my bad. So yeah, it was the worst starter like pick was like Chikorita, Tepig, and Poplio.
Poplio, I love Poplio.
Deadpool
It's
and
like the
Wolverine
worst
doesn't do
starter.
much for the world or characters. I'm not sorry. They wave around Logan's from the Mike ban Trayden. He released the video before I could. No, I'm not banning Trayden. The thing about Deadpool and Wolverine, I think it does do good stuff for. I think it's good for. I think the character work for Deadpool is good in that movie. Well, I like what they do with Wolverine as well. The story is like absolute nonsense. It's like dog shit. And I'm not gonna act like it isn't, but I don't know. I like that. I think Deadpool and Wolverine is just entertaining. The thing is, my standard for films that are supposed to be comedies are much different than movies that are supposed to be like more serious. Like, I'm not gonna watch Airplane and be like, wow, this doesn't make sense plot wise. Like, it doesn't. That's not the point.
So is Jim from The Office gonna be Mr. Fantastic?
No, Pedro Pascal is gonna be.
What the fuck, dude?
What do you mean? What the fuck?
No, we could have had Jim Halpert.
No,
be
it can't
Mr.
be.
Fantastic.
Jim Murray is dead. He turned into spaghetti. Do you not remember?
No, but he could just come back to life, dude.
What life-size Pokemon plush would you have?
Didn't Wonder kill him or something like that?
I don't know. I don't really have plushes like that. The only plushes I have been gifted to me.
Wait,
Oh god, I died
Wait,
instantly.
okay, this N-word literally was like, oh, is that one chick like too old to play Sue Storm? Bro, this guy is literally 49.
Why'd you call me the N-word?
It's Black History Month, bro. So.
Okay, buddy.
It is Black
Bro, he's
History
literally
Month.
49, bro. What the fuck?
What is your point?
Yeah.
No one's too old, bro. They'll be having Wolverine or Hugh Jackman doing
They
this.
should get the old car. They should get the old casts. Fucking like Wait, didn't Human Torch get killed? Didn't he die in Deadpool 3?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
No. What the hell?
And I'm pretty sure it's implied that the rest of the Fantastic Four are dead as well.
No. That's like the best. That's like such a good cast for.
It was okay.
For a superhero film. I liked it. I liked all of them.
It's okay.
You're just jealous, alright?
How am I jealous?
Guys, I don't know about this one. Can I get Chad's opinion on this? Like,
Chad,
wait,
don't give
can I
him.
get-
Don't give him your opinion. Don't give him your opinion.
Wait, can I get Chad's opinion on
Don't
this?
give it
I
to
wanna
him.
hear-
Don't give him any
What do you guys
opinion.
think thoughts about Jim from The Office being Mr. Fantastic?
I didn't watch Doctor Strange 2, so I don't know how good he
No,
was.
he's in the movie. He literally is talking and shit. You know, he has his
Yeah,
beard and everything.
I haven't watched it, so I don't know. I wouldn't know how good he was in that game. Not game.
I need to
film,
know
whatever.
Chad's opinion on this. Please tell me. Jim from The Office, Mr. Fantastic. It's already like a thing. It's been in a movie before, but apparently they decided, nah, we're just gonna not have Jim from The Office. That's very sad.
He died. He's
He
dead.
died. Didn't he die? Yeah, didn't he get
Yeah, but that was in a different.
Wanda?
That was in a different.
Because
universe.
Wanda's mad about her
Yeah, but
fake,
don't you
Wanda was angry
know-
about her fake children.
Don't you know
Right.
that if you're from a different universe, you're supposed to be played by a different actor, unless they decide otherwise?
Doctor Strange didn't.
Yeah, but Spider-Man did, and Loki did, and now Mr. Fantastic did. And we got to
very
assume and we know that all the X-Men did because they already have different versions.
But Wolverine and Deadpool, dude.
Yeah, they're the exceptions to the rule.
Why would he be doing this till he's 90?
Listen, back in Town Square, I thought you should know. Also, I made some chocolate.
Opinion locked and loaded. He's probably not got the range. He needs good material to work with. Is the problem. Batman and Robin is entertaining. It's still dog shit. Oh, I agree.
No, Batman Robin's the best superhero film of all time.
Okay.
When Arnold Schwarzenegger was like, I still see you, bro.
Didn't
Absolute
Vin
cinema,
Diesel
bro.
say like family and then everybody like cheered?
That's what
Yeah, I
happens
remember
every
that.
movie.
Yeah.
Bro, why are you against? Okay, look, I get why you want Jim.
That's what we need to do. We need to do a Fast and Furious.
I get why you want Jim from The Office, but why don't you want Pedro Pascal? Is it because he's Hispanic?
No,
he's in everything.
Let's go.
Yeah, but he's good in everything. He's a great actor. Look, this is why I'm gonna tell you exactly why I think they casted Pedro Pascal. Right? So we already know. No,
Bears eat beets or something like that.
No. Okay, so we know already that Doctor Doom is gonna be played by Robert Downey Jr. for whatever reason. And I think they wanted to make Reed Richards an actor that would be of a similar age or near the same age range. And this is part of the reason why I think they are doing a a soft reboot of the MCU, because Pedro Pascal and Tony Stark are too old to be playing Fantastic Four for the next 20 years, okay? And I don't think they want Robert Downey Jr. as a long-term Doctor Doom either. So that's why I think they casted Pedro Pascal, because they're going to recast him once the soft reboot happens.
Wait, so what happened to Kang?
They're
Do you know what happened with Jonathan Majors?
They're absolutely abandoning that whole storyline.
So I never seen Quantumania.
Don't watch it.
Did they beat him?
It's awful.
Okay,
Did they beat Kang?
hold on. Before I tell you, wait. Before, okay, no. Before,
did Ant-Man beat Kang?
How strong do you think Kang is supposed to be? If you had to just wager a guess.
Well, I would assume that he was supposed to be like the oh, did you just die? That's actually wild.
No, I didn't die.
He was revived because of Orton.
Okay, so I was about to say, so I would assume since he's like an Avenger level threat, maybe like he can probably like defeat a character one-on-one.
Yes.
Like easily. Okay.
He loses to Ant-Man in a fist fight.
Sally was right. We've got
Oh
to get the
shit!
presents.
So he just got owned.
Yeah,
he got BT. He actually got BT.
It is embarrassing.
Wait. So did Ant-Man like crawl up his ass and like get bigger?
No. Ant-Man didn't use his powers. Kang didn't use his powers. There was just a fist-to-fist fight between the two of them, and Ant-Man somehow won. Because the plot wanted Ant-Man to survive. Now, this is what when I was watching the movie, this is when my faith in MCU had not totally been tarnished yet. I still was like, okay, you know, Shang-Chi was okay. Black Widow was...
I give Shang-Chi a B. You know, it
was fine. I just think it jumped the shark, or jumped the dragon with the ending of it.
Like it was such
But
a nice
overall,
present.
I liked it. Black Widow was dog shit.
Jack.
I'm not remembering the exact order of everything. Eternals was dog shit. But my faith in the MCU had not been totally tarnished yet, right? And then I'm watching Ant-Man, Quantum, whatever, and I'm watching them fight. And I'm like, oh fuck! So they're probably gonna kill off Ant-Man here and have his daughter go back to the universe, like the main universe, to warn them of Kang's coming, the same way Hulk warned everyone of Thanos coming, right? But no. Because I guess they really like Paul Rudd, so they made Ant-Man beat Kang in a fight, and he survived. And it doesn't make any sense because in like a few scenes earlier, we literally see that Kang can just disintegrate people with like his hand beams, like with no issue. And Kang also, you know, could use his like suit to make people like throw people around as well. So like, it literally makes no fucking sense. But, you know.
It's okay because, you know, I think like Donald from Kingdom Hearts can like, you know, one-shot like Darkseid, you know?
Actually, that's probably true.
He can one-shot Terra Nord, technically.
Have you ever seen Zeta Flare? Exotic?
Dude, it's like Ant-Man fighting against like Kang. It's like, yeah, I can just beat like Superman in a fist fight. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, dude.
It isn't, it's just so retarded, you know? Like, Kang is supposed to be able to, like, Kang is like, I don't think Kang is supposed to be as strong as Thanos, but he is an Avengers level threat, like, and he just beats him. Did someone explain this to me?
Yeah.
Explain what? Fact, Jim beats Galactus. Jim beats Thanos. Jim beats Battlestar Galactica. I don't know what you're talking about. So Cap went back in
Jim.
time to be with his wife, right? However, going by there in the movie, it's a Betty from a different timeline. What?
Wait,
Cap
so
went-
oh no,
Oh, it's a different Peggy.
Peggy, not Betty.
Yeah. But I
Wait,
don't.
but wouldn't that cause an incursion? Him going back in time and staying in that
That's
universe?
why I'm thinking him saying that universe wouldn't that create a branching timeline? Like, did that not?
Well, that's the.
Yeah, because that's what Doctor Strange did in his movie. That version, there was a Doctor Strange that went back in time, and he ended up causing like an incursion and like fucking up a universe.
Well, that's the thing. Is like unless. So what that would have to mean is that he went back in time. Him going back, so we have to remember, there is a main timeline, according to the MCU. This is so stupid. I hate the way they've done this. If they would have, like, they made fun of Back to the Future for their rules. Those rules are infinitely easier to follow than the fucking rules of the MCU. But this is the way it worked, right? So there is one main timeline, and when you do something, like initially, it was just, if you took an Infinity Stone out, it would make a branching timeline. But with Loki, they made it so if anything happens, I think it's like, even if it's like minor, but let's just say if anything like major enough happens to cause a branching timeline, they come in and nip it in the bud. So for it to make sense for Captain America to go back to see Peggy, it would have to be that was the intended thing to happen in that timeline.
I always hated like time travel rules like that, where it was like, or even like fate from like, even JoJo does this to like a certain extent, where it's like, oh well, he defied fate, but he actually didn't defy fate because it was fated to happen. It was fated for him to defy fate. It's just like, oh, what the fuck, like N-word, like how does that make sense, bro? It's like, he was fated to defy fate. It's like in this case, it's like, oh well, Captain America didn't cause an incursion because it was like his fate to go back and like be like the Peggy from that like timeline, right? It's
yeah.
Bruh, like what? It's like,
Cap lets Tony's parents die, leaves Bucky to Hydra, lets Ultron happen. Well, you have to understand, Cap going back in time, it's not that he lets Tony's parents die, because when Tony's parents die, that's like what, 20 years before the start of the MCU? Because the MCU, when Cap gets sent to the future or gets unfrozen in the future, that's 2012, right? The World War II was in the 40s, right? So Cap is in what? Let's say his late 20s. So let's say 28 years old. By the time Tony's parents are killed, that would be in the 1980s probably. So he'd be like 68 years old. So I think it's totally fair. Also, Cap would...
He's a super soldier.
But also, Captain America would have to understand that him doing anything to change anything in a major way, if Cap doesn't let Tony's parents die, Tony probably doesn't become Iron Man. And if Tony doesn't become Iron Man, they don't stop the Chitauri invasion.
Yeah, Miles. See, we have to let your dad die because if we let him live, you don't
wouldn't
become
that not
Spider-Man.
change anything? Wouldn't that have not changed anything in that timeline anyway?
No,
Wouldn't that
because
timeline
well,
ever
no.
remain
So
unaffected?
if the TVA is active, then if he does go ahead and like, we could say there are timelines where he does that, but those got nipped in the bud. Like, let's say Captain America's like, I'm gonna stop 9/11 at the
So I have a
at the
genuine
ripe
question,
age of
Mike.
80 years old. I'm gonna stop 9/11. Okay, so
Mike, I have a question for you. Like, actually, so does Loki just like destroy like so many things about the MCU?
Loki, this is one of the many reasons why I don't like Loki. Loki's rules for the way the TVA works. The way time travel works in the MCU is anytime you do something, it creates an alternate branch. The branch could be as simple as I drank coffee instead of milk today, right? And that causes things, and it's the butterfly effect, right? That's how we understand time to work. That's how, multiverse theory, all that stuff, right? The way the TVA works is if you do anything that would cause any major changes, we nip it in the bud because we can't have alternate timelines created. However, the moment that Loki or Sylvia, whoever, I forgot who does it, Sylvia, I think, or Sylvie, whatever her stupid name is, all right?
When she kills He Who
when she
Remains.
kills He Who Remains, then that allows branching timelines to exist. Now, it is very difficult to
determine when she does this.
There is no when, because where they exist, there is no time, right? So that means any alt timelines that could exist now exist immediately. But that's what makes it annoying that time works that way, because I'm totally cool with the idea, oh, anytime you do something, it creates a new, like, I could believe that that's how it works in real life. There's probably an alt universe where instead of me streaming to 9 people, I never even stream, right? Or I could be like the biggest streamer, or I'm dead at this year, right? There's multiple different timelines where anything could be different, right? I'm sure that's probably real, but the way you represent that is very important to having the audience understand what happens, and introducing the idea that you can travel between timelines. Like, so what there is a difference between time travel and multiversal travel. The way time travel should work is how it works in Back to the Future, where if you go back in time, you affect the current timeline you are on, right? You cannot affect an alternate timeline, right? So the way it should work is if they go back to grab the Infinity Stone, that would affect their future. If you go back in time and grab that Infinity Stone, let's say they go back to grab the Power Stone. Well, now they can't use the Power Stone to kill, what's his name? Ronan. Which means the Guardians, yeah, they can't get the Power Stone. What does that mean for the Guardians? What does that mean for Ronan? Who knows? But that affects that in the current timeline. The way the MCU does it is that it creates a whole alternate timeline. Like,
well, even Dragon Ball does this too, and there's a reason why. It's because if you go back in time, you kind of create paradoxes. Like, you use Back to the Future as like an example. So like if Marty accidentally goes back in time and he kind of undoes like his own birth, and
if he does undo his own birth, then he can't go back in time to undo his own birth, and it's like
unless he doesn't undo his birth, that version of Marty who's back in time doesn't undo his own existence. Instead, he ends up creating that timeline where he doesn't exist anymore. So that Marty is fine, but the Marty that hasn't been born yet will never come to be.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's how we create a multiverse.
That's how you create a multiverse, right? But
but Back to the Future isn't a multiverse, though, because that Marty also ceases to exist.
Like,
too.
he sees his hands starting to fade away. He's like, "Oh shit, I can't even play guitar anymore. I'm fading away."
His brother, his sister, and himself eventually fade away. Yeah.
But
or almost fade away.
And he does manage to keep things on track, but they don't even keep it like. I hate that they make fun of Back to the Future, because Back to the Future makes total sense if you're doing a time travel story. If you are doing a multiverse story, then you have to consider that those timelines branch. You can have, like, I think it's totally plausible you can have your cake and eat it too in this case. You can have time travel and multiverse travel be separate things. When you time travel, you are time traveling in your main timeline, right? Where you can affect things that happen in that specific timeline, but it's not like you're traveling to another universe. Whereas with multiverse travel, you are traveling to another timeline where those things that would have changed already changed, right? For example, when Flash goes into the universe where Bruce died instead of
the Flashpoint universe,
yeah, the Flashpoint universe.
But that one was like different, because I think Reverse Flash explains that when Barry went back in time to save his mom, it affected events not just after but before, including the death of Thomas and Martha Wayne.
Oh yeah, you're right. That is a time travel story. It's
Kal-El landing on
the thing
Earth, stuff like that.
The thing is, time travel stories can be super good. I mean, we've seen it before. Multiverse stories can be very good. I think Invincible, from the comics, I don't know how they're gonna handle it in the animation, but in the comics, I think Invincible handles the multiverse story pretty well. You can do multiverse shit, and it works out, and it makes sense. The problem is how big you make the scope of that story, right? I haven't seen Everywhere at the End of Time, whatever that movie's called. Everything Everywhere at the End of Time, whatever it's called. The multiverse movie.
Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah.
All at Once, yeah. I was thinking of the album. But yeah, I haven't seen that movie, but from what I hear from literally everybody, it's an amazing movie. And that is a multiverse movie. But the scope of what that story is much smaller than the entirety of the MCU that's going on right now. I think they were way too quick to jump into the multiverse. At least in the way they've done it.
This is a very hard thing to explain to people. Like, if I were to explain to you how, like, the Goku Black arc works in Dragon Ball, which also has time travel. It is so hard to explain because I'd have to say something like...
That's the worst fucking
Yeah,
arc.
exactly. Yeah, well, it's not the worst arc.
It's one of the worst.
It gets so confusing.
It's one of the
as
biggest
soon as-
wastes of potential for sure.
especially the ending, but yeah. So it's basically like, okay, so so in like the main time, so how does that even work? Okay, so I don't even know how to explain it. Okay, so there's a
Zamasu from the
Zamasu.
main timeline doesn't get killed by Beerus.
No, there's an alternate Zamasu that goes back in time. I think from the tournament, the Universe 6 vs 7 tournament. He goes back in time, uses the Super Dragon Balls to switch bodies with Goku, and then goes to another universe to recruit himself. And then the main timeline, Zamasu obviously dies from Beerus.
Yeah.
And they go to Trunks' timeline specifically because that's a world where Beerus doesn't exist. Because Shin dies.
Supreme Kai, Shin, Kaioshin.
So they go to that timeline. So it's like a Zamasu that switches bodies with Goku Black, or with Goku becomes Goku Black from another timeline. A Zamasu from another timeline, and then Trunks' timeline, and then the main timeline. Like, so it gets really, really confusing.
And it's stupid because they try and kill Zam. They think for some reason even though they know that's not how time travel works, they think killing Zamasu the main timeline will help affect Trunks' timeline. It's like that's not how time works in Dragon Ball.
Everything everywhere doesn't fiddle with time though, and are very clear with those rules. Again, I haven't seen the movie. I've heard it's great. Look, I'm sure the MCU could have done multiverse stuff and had it be a lot better. I think Loki really like the time travel in Endgame is already very like it is not at all like as good as the way time travel works in Back to the Future. Like the rules constantly, like yeah, Marcus Mongus just said in chat, the MCU can't keep its rules straight. They constantly keep changing the rules. Loki really fucked up the way the way time travel and universes work. Loki is like the biggest like death nail for the MCU.
The MCU's logic.
Like it's so outrageous. Like
yeah, I've seen I've seen some reviews where people are saying about how like the existence of like the Loki show is like actually like a huge burden on like the MCU, just because of like how they explain like time travel, other possibilities and stuff like that. It actually like makes it like super worse.
Yeah,
another multiverse movie that I think with this whole rules stuff like that, I think, and this is depending on what the sequel is, Across the Spider-Verse, because basically the whole thing canon events, and it's like, oh, there's certain canon, and if you change it, you can end up destroying your own universe. But that creates there's so many questions like Miles. Even though Miles isn't meant to, they explain that Miles was never meant to be bitten by a spider because it's from different universe. But then why does he have his own canon? And why isn't he has his own canon that he must follow?
Yeah, I think they're gonna reveal. I think they're gonna reveal.
That's what I'm thinking.
That 2099 Spider-Man is wrong.
Yeah, but there's gonna be a different reason as to why the universe that he tried to immigrate to fell apart.
I think
because otherwise that doesn't make nothing makes sense. Because,
it don't make no sense.
Like, is MCU's May, because MCU May's death can't be a canon event because she was killed by a villain from another universe,
good point. Actually, yeah, the MCU Aunt May was killed by a villain from a different universe, so that would have caused the canon event.
That shouldn't be that should not be a canon event. Like, I think Beyond Spider-Verse is gonna reveal that that is wrong. That Miguel is wrong. And that there's no way canon events don't work.
I think Mike Black will live to 2099.
The canon is a lot of BS.
What the fuck?
Or canon stuff, or it's just like, because we know that Pravitcher's universe fell apart because of the spark. Like it's because he was messing around with stuff. It's very obvious. It's obvious to me that's why his universe fell apart.
Yeah, it wasn't because there was a canon event. It's because he was fucking with the timeline.
Wasn't because.
But he didn't want to blame himself, or at least not in like the way that he blames himself, but not in a. It's like in a weird way, you know.
So the way I kind of saw that scene is that I kind of thought that the film kind of implies that because the inspector was saved by Miles, that was the one thing that caused the canon event to
Don't worry, I'll take care of the
create like
rest.
a hole within Spider-Man India's world, right? So the way I thought of it was like, okay, well, in the first movie, you know, we have multiple different spider people come into Miles' world, right? And they don't cause any sort of like problems or canon events being disrupted or anything like that, right? They play a huge part in like developing Miles' journey to become Spider-Man. You know, they battle against the Kingpin and all the other villains all together and stuff, right? So I'm like, that doesn't cause any problems or anything like that. So I thought of it was like the canon events need to like be like things need to happen within like their own universe that are canon events. So like,
Did you finish making the
like
presents?
you said earlier, like
just
the Aunt
waiting
May
for Jack.
dying from
So,
somebody from a
where do
different
you think
universe.
we
So I
are
always thought
waiting?
like if things happen within their own universe, then that's
Oh,
fine.
I
But if
know a
something
good
else
spot.
like
Whenever you're
interferes
ready,
with it,
just
then that's
say
not
the
fine.
word.
But I don't know what they're gonna say in the next movie.
I've seen 29 literally have the same. You don't get to decide when to be Spider-Man. You should try to save everyone you can. Arc 3 different times, 2 games, and TV shows so him being wrong.
Edge of Time.
that's
Edge of
a.
Time.
I like Edge of Time. It's nowhere near as good as Shattered Dimensions, but I do like it. It would be better. Look, when are they gonna cast me to voice Spider-Man? That's the real question. All right. I think I'd make a great Spider-Man.
This plaza should work
Well,
well.
if the cat and the T-Rex could be Spider-Man, then so can you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying for me to play him like an actor. I'm saying to voice him.
You do.
Like I'd like a
And I also
spectacular
have a
revival.
wonderful idea. If we
We'll
catch
say,
the thief for you,
Amazing
I will be
Spider-Man,
honored to
like-
deliver the
Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh, what do you think about the new Spider-Man show that they have?
It looks
I haven't
like-
seen it yet.
looks like
I don't like.
Mike, your thoughts, bro?
I don't like the animation style. I haven't seen it yet though.
It was like a PlayStation 2 game.
I probably will watch it
A really
eventually.
bad PlayStation 2 game.
It's not me.
It looks like the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the Golden Wind, the JoJo Part 5 game.
Look, guys, I need to lock in. All right, I'm about to do a boss fight.
Oh yeah, the experiment.
Hey, look, another
Spider-Man's
world that we've
fine.
already been to in the first game.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this world is good.
It has Christmas World this time, and
Yeah,
we're
this
playing
is
Final
expanded.
Mix.
It's not the exact same
And
thing.
because we're playing Final Mix, you have like special Christmas stuff. Like
Yeah,
Christmas, different
you're
music and different outfits.
undermining the fact that we get to meet Sandy Claus in this game. All right.
Santa! If I scream like hella loud.
Chocolate.
Don't wake up the neighbors, Exotic.
Chocolate.
So why do they make Kingdom Hearts' like story and time like so confusing? Like, why can't they just like write a game where it's like easy to
Because
understand?
Nomura is insane. He's an insane person.
He
But, like,
didn't
but
plan-
why-
he didn't
but why
plan
did
the
they have
story.
to, like,
He very
be,
clearly
like-
had- He very clearly had big plans for the story, but he didn't plan it ahead, so he ended up
Wait,
writing
but-
himself into a corner multiple times.
Wait, so why can't why can't I just be like, oh, we have like a story that this happens and this happens. It's like, you know, now we have to like be annoying and like go over It's like why you have to be like artsy and like smart? Like you're not Rick Sanchez.
Nomura thinks he's smarter than he actually is.
Well, he's not Rick Sanchez, all right. So it's like,
Okay, buddy.
Nomura, he
he watched Rick and Morty and then writes Kingdom Hearts right afterwards. It's like,
Yeah.
like I know I should.
Oh god. Oh god. I need help.
Speaking of Rick and Morty, I guess speaking of Rick and Morty, kind of. But did you see that Multiverses is going to be ending after season 5?
Oh yeah, I did see that.
I'm
Wait,
upset,
so
but-
yeah, because also like I don't know, Kingdom Hearts. It's like I keep seeing things online. I'm like, how the fuck does this make sense to anybody who doesn't play the game?
Kingdom Hearts, it makes more sense if you play again. You should play the games in order of release, not because again the best way to play games is through the collections, but they are ordered weirdly. For
You
example,
talking shit
the first
made me die,
collection-
Exotic.
The first
Are you
collection
level 1?
has
No.
no, he's playing critical mode.
And I am underleveled.
He's on the level.
Oh, you
Because
should
he keeps
do the
skipping
level 1
all
challenge.
the encounters. But
Level 1 challenge.
I'm not doing
Mike's essentially
that.
speedrunning the game. He's basically-
No, I
But,
died for real this time.
Yeah, the collection, for example, 1.5 has because even though the first 3 games release wise are on 1 Chain of Memories and 2, the first collection has 1 Chain of Memories and 358 Days Over 2, which kind of makes sense. it does make.
Ha ha ha!
but
It's funny
but
because
it-
Kingdom Hearts makes no fucking sense, Mike. It does make
but it
sense.
makes
It's
more
just
sense If you play
retarded.
2 first. If you have the context of 2 when you're watching the cutscenes of 358 Days of 2 for playing it.
Yeah, I understand why it's ordered that way because they didn't want, they couldn't put Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 in the same disc.
They don't want to put 2 main games on one collection. I think the way they wanted to do it. They wanted to have one. They don't have 1 and 2 on separate collections. Because they're both structured one
But
main game,
Kingdom
one
Hearts
side
3
game.
story bad, or is just the gameplay bad?
It's not well executed.
It's not great.
Is the story bad, or is the gameplay bad, or is they both bad?
No, the gameplay is actually okay after the DLC came out. Well, no, it was okay before the DLC, and then it got a lot better after the DLC. All right, so the gameplay was never the main issue with the game. The main issue with the game is that it doesn't work that well, in my opinion, for a finale of the entire arc that the whole story was based on. It's hard to explain right now because I'm in the middle of a fight, but it's also hard to explain because I would need to.
Wait till Mike uploads his 7-hour video.
Yeah, wait till I release my Mauler-sized Kingdom Hearts 3 video. What the fuck is happening, dude?
Oh, it's gonna.
Okay.
It's gonna be a big video.
Oh, it's gonna be a massive video.
It will be a massive video.
I kind of want to upload like.
You know what else is massive?
Oh. Wait, do you still have the one where it's like
dog?
Yeah, we got dog. Oh,
wait, so
Tipster retired.
Oh, Tipster's gone, bro.
Yeah, he announced that he's retiring.
Oh my god, bro, the tip.
I'm kind of doubtful, but we'll see. Well,
wait, but what about his?
He didn't say he was fully going. I think he said he was still like doing casual streams or something like that.
Wait, but
Something about
remember when he was
streaming.
like, "Is this lolly?" And
Yeah.
If so,
That's
why?
Yeah, that's the whole
like he's
reason,
like a philosopher, like you know, stroking his mustache.
but he essentially killed his channel over that. Because he wouldn't concede that his friend accidentally liked an image of Lolly. Even though it kind of took pulling teeth to get Rom to even admit that the image was Lolly. Again, she still ended up conceding.
Well, she's also ended up like totally backstabbing Tipster.
Yeah, backstabbing Tipster.
Like so, she is like the thing is like Tipster is pretty low on Lola respect, but like Rom would be below
Yeah,
Tipster,
Rom,
honestly.
Wait, she backstabbed Tippy?
Yeah, apparently in DMs she told him like, oh, like there's just a lot of drama and I just want to distance myself from you publicly, but privately we're still friends. And then the moment she had the chance to shit on him, like I think either in Nick's chat or somewhere, she took that opportunity and she's been like an active anti-Tipster person since then. But everyone, I think pretty much everyone noticed that, and so I don't think anybody really likes Rum at this point.
No, she sucks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and Ethan Ralph apparently retired as well.
Oh, I did see that. His like little message.
I've been a fan of Tipster, like of him like appearing. He was like in charge chat, like being like for example with the jar stuff. He was like, oh, this jar guy is so pathetic, and it's like, my guy, you did something. Your whole Lolly drama was very similar. You defended someone who did something, that people consider pedophilic.
So is
Because you
anime?
clearly
You
had
know
a
what I
crush on
think
them.
though? I think anime needs to like grow the fuck up and stop adapting these stupid light novels like that stories that random ass motherfuckers
anime is
like
cool,
me
dude.
at Nexajet and Party 117 could just write out their fucking ass and post it on some random ass website like Twitter or whatever, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Hey kid, you want your show to become an anime?" And it's just like, "Yeah, sure." And then now we have a bunch of stupid light novel animes that are like terribly written. And filled with
What?
shit.
But there's a lot of good ones though.
One Piece.
I'm sure there are.
Well, One Piece isn't from a light novel.
Yeah, my whole
It's definitely not a light novel.
Well, I'm sure.
No.
Well, I don't doubt that there are there's talented people who can like work on it. But I think my problem is that like I'm so tired of seeing like anime because there's so many different like anime, right? Like you can have like an endless stream of content, but then how much of it when you watch it, it's just like, oh, I've seen this like before. Oh, I know the joke here. It's like, you see it so many times. It's like these people just watch anime and be like, yeah, I can write that too, and they just write it with other cliches.
You know what
like, what the fuck?
Do you know what the real issue is, Exotic? Is that you goon too much. That's the problem.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand.
Is this Lolly M?
There's no box.
If this
No
slowly,
He's just like, what?
and if so, why?
It's not about the
He's like
box.
he's like a guy with like a
It's about
cat
what's
sitting on his
inside
lap
the
with a
box.
fireplace in the background.
Yeah.
In his library, and he's just like
Smoking the pipe, bro.
Really special
he's like,
is the act of
But
You remind me
yeah,
of
everyone
the-
chat with Tipsy W. Oh my god, Tipsy W when he was talking about John. I was like, okay, he did the exact same thing. Like there are other situations where I think, yeah, okay, Tips is yeah. Even like other situations, I feel like Tips is. I feel like okay, does I actually believe this, or she's just saying what the community wants him to hear?
I do
So-
think
so they don't
Tipster
bully
got
him
a
anymore.
legit W on Bo Blacks with that last stream that he did, though.
Oh yeah, true. Also, it just became Bob actually just made it uncool to make fun of Tipster.
Pretty much.
Well,
What would you like?
Fullmetal
Just
Alchemist
name
is peak content.
absolutely
That's true.
anything.
Brotherhood, though, is really good.
Full Alchemist is great. Yeah,
Bro,
Brotherhood.
Nexida, we need to
Yeah.
watch The Night Before Christmas. I can't believe you've never seen it.
Halloween, we'll watch it.
No.
Did you guys?
You don't even have to ask for that.
I don't know. Never mind.
Damn.
I forgot. Oh, have you guys seen Dragon Ball Daima?
I have. I like it.
Maybe I never gave her a real
I'm a few
present
episodes
after all.
behind, but I'm pretty much
Yeah.
waiting for it to end at this point because it's only gonna be 20 episodes.
I'm at the part where
I know. That's what made
I
it
saw
so
the
hard to
episode
decide.
where Vegeta defeats the I forgot what they're called, like the it starts with T. I forgot
The
what they're called, but the robots.
Tamagami.
The Tamagotchi, yes, yeah.
What is your opinion on Weekend's new Hurry Up Tomorrow album? I still have not heard it yet. I wanted to react to it live, but I might just listen to it on my own. I don't know yet. I'll do a poll and see what you guys want to see on Friday. Either I'll do a Weekend live reaction and or we'll just do Marvel Rivals.
I just played my first ever game of Marvel Rivals with Tyrone and Nice.
Did you win?
Yeah. That was cool.
Bro, you need to watch whenever I stream Marvel Rivals, or at least if either join us or watch, because it is some of the funniest fucking shit. I'm gonna be honest.
Go into the lobby.
I make Tyrone so fucking mad. It's so funny.
We should all go in the lobby and act like schizos, yeah.
True. LeBron said it was
Wait,
good,
okay.
and he is the GOAT, so okay.
Yeah, Mike, do you have any anime recommendations? Oh, wait, because I still haven't seen that one show that you said, because I watched I read that one manga. Remember the one you said? I did read that and I liked it.
Which one?
There was two of them you recommended. I forgot what the other one was supposed to be.
Was one of them
but-
The Dangers in My Heart?
Oh, that was the one I forgot about. It was the other one I actually read.
I'm trying to remember right now. I can't remember what I recommended to you. It's been so long.
It's like this girl, she moves into like a new apartment and like she meets this guy who's just
Oh,
kinda
the divorced crybaby neighbor. Is that the one?
Yeah, I did see that one. It was pretty short and I was like, yeah, it's kind of cool.
It's good. Yeah, it's cute.
Yeah, it's cute. Yeah.
That
I was like,
that
okay,
mangaka does I mean, he does a lot of ecchi stuff, but he also does a lot of romance mangas like that. They're all pretty good actually.
Yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, this is cool. I give it like a stamp of approval. Like, yeah, I'll give it a thumbs up. Yeah. But I still haven't seen the Dangers in My Heart.
Dangers in My
Is that
Heart's
good, or is that?
No, it's really good. It's really good. Yo, 8030 is back. What the fuck?
Oh, he's back, dude? Is he in the game?
Yeah, look, he's right there.
Yeah, that's 8030.
That's 8030.
Dude, I was reincarnated.
Bro. Oh, rest in peace, Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah.
You know what I also thought about too when I was watching animes?
What were you thinking
It's
about?
Like,
Tell us how you really
okay,
feel.
Okay, so I was wondering, it's like, okay, so imagine you get like isekai, right? And it's like a video game world or whatever, right? Like, how the fuck did like this society even work? I'm not trying to sound like that corny. Wait, I'm not trying to sound like that one like corny ass like N-word who's speaking about like, why are we talking about this? Can we talk about like the state of society? You know, ever see that interview? Like, I'm not trying to sound like that or anything. But
You see, maybe they rewarded for my hard work.
Well, what I was trying to say was like, okay, so imagine like you
sure,
level up
nice.
in like this like isekai world, right? And it's just like, how the fuck does like the world even work in that shit? Because like,
I
wouldn't
don't
you
know.
just level up and just like own everybody? Like the government can't stop you. You just like destroy everything, and no one could stop you. It's like Bowser. It's like, who's gonna stop me? It's like, you know.
What did you think of the Mario Bros. Movie?
Interested?
Oh, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I had a fun time watching the Mario movie.
I agree. It was far better than I would have assumed.
He's lying.
What do you think about Sonic 3?
I liked
I
it.
watched it.
Sora!
Yeah, I
don't let him get
actually
away.
enjoyed Sonic 3.
I love his cutscene. When I remember Jafar.
You read anything good?
What's going on?
Not
Can't
recently.
believe it. That stupid peddler let Jafar out of the lamp.
We're gonna save it after this cutscene and call it a night. I was thinking we were gonna get through a lot more, but we ended up chatting a lot. But I think it was good that we chatted a lot because it's been a long time since I've talked to my good friend Exotic.
I bet you fell.
Yeah,
I was Billy's laughing.
Oh yeah, this is him laughing, which he never fucking does in the first game actually.
Ah, yeah.
It's so weird that they add that scene like that. That never happened at all. Yeah. Mike, did you see my best title ever? No, I have not. You guys better be careful. Huh? I'm sure Jafar wants to take over Agrabah again, but now he's out for revenge too. I guess he's still sore about that whole lamp thing, huh? Iago was there when Jafar was released. Okay, Iago, spill it.
Oh. Hey, I told you everything I know.
Welcome
you,
back,
Toxic.
Exotic. Exotic, what's your opinion on
Yeah,
Mockery? What's your opinion on Mockery?
Mockery? Keep making art, bro. Keep making art. I think the content kind of peaked in that Twitter space, you know, that was that one particular one, but that was good though.
I
Like,
mean, that is. I am. He said,
N-word, why are you narrating this?
Bro, Iago said, can we get some accent chat, girl?
Affleck. Alright, we're gonna save the game. Alright.
It's vaccine. You
Dude,
should
Mike
find
is
right now.
tired, bro.
I am tired. I'm old, alright?
He's done.
Oh! One last thing.
Yeah.
The band, the new band, is gonna get started very soon, alright? We're gonna be...
What about Gray Street?
Gray Street broke up like 2 years ago now.
Why? What happened, bro? It's like, what the fuck?
We
Mike
were...
got cheated. They got cheated on.
Yeah, true.
Mike got cheated on.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
No. What happened was we had finished our first album, right? And we were
Chase.
like, yes, The Chase. And we wanted to start on the next album, but after a few months of nothing happening, we all realized that we were too busy to keep going on. And at the same time, I had my left hand wouldn't close fully because it turned out I had gout in my hand. And I kind of took that as like a sign, like, okay, I think it's time to call the band quits. So we disbanded. I forgot exactly when it was, but it was like 2 years ago at this point. So last year, I was writing new music. I was really missing performing. I went to this Battle of the Bands thing, and honestly, when I first got there, I actually became like depressed. I was like, fuck, like look at all these people playing. Like
I should be up there.
Look at all these people in the crowd. I've never played to a crowd this big before, you know, and this is a local thing. Like I totally could perform here, but I never got to, you know. I just felt like a total failure. Like I wasted 10 years of my life on a band, and it was just a waste of time. But then, as I kept watching the bands performing, I was like, you know what? Fuck that, all right? If I didn't play in that band, if I had quit longer ago, or if I had never joined the band, I would have just been wondering what it would have been like to be in a band, and I got to experience that. And I want to experience that again. I want to perform in front of people again. I want to make new music. So I decided that I was going to start a new band, but this time I would be like the official leader of the band. So the new band is...
He's the leader of the bunch.
Yes. So the new band is Mike and the Bikers. And we are going to be... There's already a song. I never promoted it because I released it on the Friday of my birthday, of the week of my birthday last year. And I wanted to promote it and everything then, but that's when all this stuff happened with my channel. So that kind of brought me back down. But now I have a drummer. We're looking for a bassist. But we're going to at least perform as a duo at open mics for now while we look for a bassist. But there is one song for my band up, which is My Friend. I've played it for you guys before, but you know what? Now that I've talked about all this, I don't do outro songs anymore on my streams, but I'm going to do one today. So this is on Spotify and everywhere else. The song is My Friend by Mike and the Bikers. I'm gonna hop off call now. Thanks for joining me, guys. What time?
Call as well. I am tired.
What time should we go live tomorrow, Nexagen?
Tomorrow I'm free. I'm actually free all Wednesday, so you can go live as late as you need to.
Oh well, I mean Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday. I mean, Tuesday we can go live same time.
Okay.
Same time as we did today.
Okay, so we'll go live at 6. So guys, I'm gonna hop off call. Peace out, Nexagen and Exotic.
All right.
See ya.
Yeah, catch you later.
All right, so we'll be live tomorrow at 6 o'clock. This song is called My Friend by my new band, Mike and the Bikers. I'll post a link in chat. Make sure you guys follow that band because we're gonna have more music very soon. And all music and performances that we do with this band will be uploaded on this channel. This channel is gonna be the hub for everything I make. So here is My Friend. Let's go.
Too much and got left alone. But if you call me, I'll always come. If it's all the same to you, my friend, I can't just change minds in a day, I know. But you seem alone. I just can't stay down and let you cry. If it's all the same to you, my friend. And whenever you need me, I'll be there. It's never too much to ask of me. Just need peace, I'll leave here. Yet I'm always ready to start again. And if you just need peace, I'll leave.